there was something that I did see earlier that I wanted to cover, and that was Sonic Mindscape's video. It was, I don't know, sometimes he does videos where I wholeheartedly agree, and then there's videos that he does that I wouldn't even say it triggers me. It's just like I fundamentally disagree with him that I have to do a video on it. And I didn't have the chance to really reach out to him to say, hey, like, I'm going to talk about one of your videos tonight. I really just want this to be a surprise to him, that he's a topic, at least for, the first 13 minutes of this. And the title of the video is, all right, hear me out, I like YouTube ads. Now, the title alone, that's enough to really just boil my blood. And I mean, more power to Sonic for being able to do a video this long about YouTube ads when I have ad blocker on, and I understand that YouTube is starting to roll out 30-second ads that are unskippable. And, sometimes you get the double ads, and, it's not like Twitch where you have, I think it's like 3 mid-roll ads or something before you can actually get into the content. But I'm just like, I don't have to deal with any of that. I just block it all. And what Sonic likes to propose in his video is that he enjoys certain ads because they inform him about things that he's interested in. And he also goes as far to say that he does those surveys that they will periodically give you before and sometimes, after you watch an ad. And he likes to engage with those, which I skip those every time. It was just like, I wonder if he's rage baiting just this video. I don't know, but I'm not going to say anymore. Let's watch it. You guys, we can go through it together and we can form our own opinion. All right. Oops. All right. All right, Mr. Sonic, you're up.
All right, so Moist Critical, he came out with a video titled YouTube Ads Are Out of Control. And in this video, he discusses the ad situation that's currently undergoing on YouTube, where YouTube is attempting, or not attempting, but already testing out 30-second ads. This is criminal to me. I don't want 30-second ads, okay? I know.
So far, everything I'm hearing from Sonic, I like. I like that he's saying this because I agree. Do I have to experience 30-second ads? No. Do I hear that they're being rolled out periodically? That sucks, but I don't have to deal with that.
Know that Twitch does 3-minute ads, which is unbelievably ridiculous. That's why I don't really watch Twitch, because ads could potentially be a nuisance. But 30-second ads, it's a lot more manageable. However, I still think that this is somewhat a criminal, okay? Though, now, I do want to go ahead and let you guys know where I stand with ads. I know that Moist Critical was kind of generalizing here and said that no one likes ads.
Generally, that's true. I would say generally people don't like commercials. They don't like commercial breaks because they just want to get back to whatever they're enjoying. But we understand that commercials are in place so that they can pay, they can get paid for the content, whatever being presented and stuff like that. That's how they make their money and stuff. And it's all to sell products. And I used to go to school for advertising, and I understand that advertising can be very manipulative. By nature, it has to be. That's just, you want to get people to buy your product. You have to create an emotional attachment sometimes, do something that's going to tug at the heartstrings to get you to be like, you know what, I really relate. And this really, I support this. But then there's people that are just like, no matter what, once I hear a sales pitch, my ears close up and I'm not buying. Okay. I don't want to hear you. I don't even want to hear you finish your sentence. I'm closing the door on you, or I'm blocking your ad. But Sonic is about to say something that is very controversial, in my opinion.
Guilty. I'm actually one of those people that actually likes ads. I do like ads, and I like to engage with them. Okay, every single time I see an ad on YouTube, I immediately go to to the three dots at the corner of the video. I click on it and I click like ad. I like to manipulate my ads so then ads can target me more specifically.
If there was a way to donate ads to someone, I would do it and I would donate all my ads to Sonic. Since I skip all my ads or I block all my ads, I wish there was a way I could just bundle them all and give them to Sonic. So the next time he's on YouTube watching a video, he has like 48 ads he has to watch before he can actually get back to his content. I think that would be generous to do. Kavos, welcome to the stream. Audio is low. Audio is low for the pro. You know what? I apologize. Let me fix that. Dude, everything's kind of 100. We're at 100. How did the hell that? I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Audio's fixed. Dude, I apologize for the audio issues tonight. It's been kind of a rough day. Kavos, welcome to the stream. Sup, Camp? Sup, Benny? What are your thoughts on the conflict right now in Israel and Iran? I have no thoughts about it. I know that sounds very American. I really don't have any thoughts about that. And, you know, call me ignorant, call me someone not worth following because I don't have an opinion. I just don't really I haven't really been focusing on any of the conflicts of the war, and because it doesn't concern me, you know. Maybe it will when it does, but as of right now, it doesn't. But I really have no opinion about it. I don't have a side that I'm rooting for. You know, at the end of the day, I guess you can call me anti-war. I think it's just it is what it is, man. What are your thoughts, Kavos? What do you have any thoughts on the conflict? I don't. I don't even, it doesn't affect my everyday life, so I just don't think about it. I know that there are people that are dying and children that are dying and stuff, and that's really sad. But I don't think there's anything I can do about it other than probably bring awareness to it. But I'm sure if people want to know about that stuff, you know, they can search it out. And I'm sure there's people with very strong opinions that are probably talking about it right now. But right now, that's not, I mean, that doesn't really concern me, in my opinion. And I really don't, I don't tend to lean towards things that don't interest me. And which is kind of why I'm pivoting away from Fresh and Fit. Like, it's just, they don't interest me anymore in terms of like riffing them anymore. Now that I know that Myron is doing more IRL Friday streams, that means there's never going to be a call-in show. So I'm just like, you know what, it might be time to just give up the hope that there will be another call-in show. So but other than that, like, I have no thoughts on the Israeli Iranian war. I don't, you know. And I think it's, I mean, I just think it's really sad. It's really sad that we have, I think it's, what was it? See, I'm so uneducated on just where everybody stands in the war that I just don't really feel like the need to comment on. I just don't want to sound unintelligent, you know? Like, I can talk all day about whatever I have interest in, but when I don't have an interest in it, it's really hard for me to have a conversation about it, you know? It's like when people talk like football and stuff. It's like, yeah, I'll watch a football game. I'll watch, you know, I won't follow a team. I won't follow a player. I won't know stats, but I can watch a game and enjoy it. But I won't be so in it that I follow teams for the whole season and know everything. I'm just not like that. And I've never been like that. And as far as like foreign conflicts, yeah, I mean, I think the only thing that I was really into was the whole Iranian, or when we went into Afghanistan and stuff looking for the weapons of mass destruction back when Bush was in office, and you know, just that whole thing with Osama bin Laden and all that stuff. Like, I was into it then, but now I'm just like, dude, I know, I have no idea. I realize that if I dip my toe in that type of world, I'm probably going to end up very miserable, because all of the stress of knowing all of that information would just kind of really bring me down, you know? And I don't know, man. I just would rather just lean into my interests, things that really interest me. And war is not one of them. So I'm sorry if that's not the answer that you were looking for, Kavos, but, you know, maybe if things spill over into the US and we get involved somehow, some way, and it becomes more like top of the mind, I might have more to say about it. But as of right now, I don't have anything to say about it. So I don't have a country I'm rooting for either. So, but yeah, hope you guys can hear this now. I fixed the audio. Hopefully everything is working. But the only thing I really want to focus on right now is I wouldn't say the hypocrisy. I would say the I guess the two ideals that I have and Sonic has when it comes to YouTube ads. Kavos came back. He says, fair. I'm uneducated about it. A lot of crazy things happened this week. What about the riots going on? Any thoughts? That I did see. And one video in particular that I watched, I can't remember the creator, but it was in LA, and I believe it was Apple Store getting looted, robbed, people breaking glass. I think somebody was across the street filming on their phone, and they're like, oh man, they're about to break into the Apple Store. Immediately I was just like, dude, aren't all of those devices like tracked and stuff? Like, they're not going to be able to actually use them. They're stealing a bunch of paperweights, whether it's a phone, an iPad, a laptop. It's all going to be like tracked by Apple. I mean, Apple has a very sophisticated tracking system for all of their devices, whether they're on or off. And there's no amount of jailbreaking that's going to get that phone into a consumer's hands to be able to resell, you know? So I thought it was really silly. That was the main thing that I saw. As far as the immigration protests, I saw a lot of people, you know, running flags, like, you know, saying, you know, F Trump, and just, actually, one thing I do know is that Trump eased up on the deportations of people that were in the hospitality industry, like hotels and stuff, because he has hotels, obviously. I don't think he wanted, you know, 50 to 60% of his staff to be deported, and, you know, them having to go through a whole bunch of rehires for Trump Tower. I don't think he wanted to go with that. So he basically, you know, he eased up on the hospitality industry. And yeah, I don't have a solution for this stuff in terms of like the whole immigration policy. I think if you are going to come into this country, I think you should come into it the right way, which is, you know, through a, you know, spouse visa, a student visa. And then if you want to become a citizen, you know, go through the proper channels, do your research on what you have to do in order to become a citizen. My wife did it. It took her some time to do it. The process is very slow. And, you know, that's mainly because of the government and how they deal with each case. But you have to be patient, and you have to put in your time. And, you know, I'm just thankful that she was able to get it completed before Trump was back in office, because I think she probably would have been at risk. I did experience seeing more people getting fired in terms of, you know, not having passports or not passports, social security numbers. And yeah, more people were deported. It's probably like another 5 of them. And yeah, bro, I mean, this is Trump's America, man. Y'all can't hide anymore. So you either need to learn the language, you know, get your ducks in a row, get some paperwork done, and, you know, or unfortunately, you know, you're going to have to either keep your head low, and I don't know, man. I don't understand how people can live in a country for 20 years, not learn the language, not have, you know, paperwork or anything like that, and just think that that since they're already here that they're safe. And just because you have a kid, like, yeah, you know, by technicality, your kids are safe, but your kids are going to have to grow up without their parents because their parents didn't take the time to do things the right way. So honestly, man, I don't have a solution for the whole immigration thing. I just think that, it's definitely an issue, but you got to take the time to do things the right way, man. I would never go to a different country illegally and try to assimilate without like learning the language or trying to go through the proper channels to, you know, get citizenship if I wanted to live there permanently. I don't understand how people, I mean, have that thought process. But I understand that there are people that come over on student visas from overseas and everything like that, and they overstay, and then you know, one thing leads to another, and then before you know it, they're up for deportation because they didn't handle things in a timely manner. It is what it is. Honestly, I don't have any sympathy for you know, people that are criminals. They seek asylum in our country and then they commit more crimes. You know, it's like those people, yeah, the first one's out. Ship them out, that's fine. I'm fine with that. But as far as, you know, people, I guess, that have families, people that are hard workers and stuff, like I think it was like the farmers. I think that was another group of people that Trump was like easing up on, was farmers and I think hospitality, like hotel workers and stuff like that. I think those were like the two main groups, but everybody else is pretty much on the chopping block from what I understand. So that's pretty much my my thoughts on it. And I actually feel kind of good, Kavos, that you have just as much knowledge about the war and stuff that I do. I don't feel as bad anymore, but it's just one of those things, man. I just choose to not just kind of step away from any information about it because I just don't really want to bother myself with it. And maybe that's selfish. Maybe that's a perspective that people can have, but I just would rather. I would rather go through my day kind of ignorant about it. That way I can just, you know, focus on other things, you know, because it doesn't benefit me to know everything about foreign wars and stuff. Maybe if like I said, if the war ever spilled over here into the US and we have to suffer another terrorist attack and then we have to throw our hat in the ring, then yes, I would probably be a little bit more in tune with what's going on the day-to-day stuff. But as of right now, I just don't see it as a primary focus for myself. Let's get back to this video. I want to see what Sonic says, and I actually would rather be triggered by what he says here.
I like doing that. I like interacting with them. Every single time they ask me, you know, when I'm scrolling through YouTube Shorts, what would you consider this brand, or do you have a positive view of the brand? And I'll engage with it. Another one is,
I can't believe he engages with these surveys, dude. Like, that's one thing about like skipping ads and stuff, or blocking ads, or listening to ads and stuff. Like I sometimes, you know, you're at work and you're on your earbuds and your phone is being charged to the wall and you're not like, you don't have the phone in your hand. Yeah, that I will sit through an ad if it's only like a couple seconds, whatever. But sometimes these ads, like if you do not skip them, they will run for as long as they want to. Sometimes they'll run for like 3 minutes. And I'm like, what the hell is this? You know, that's when I'll actually, you know, get up and change stuff. But as far as YouTube surveys, no, like I will skip them every time. And whether that's like, a thing that happens, the more you ask them, I guess the more data you give them, the more surveys you get. I'm like, nah, dude, I'd rather just avoid all that completely. So the fact that, you know, Sonic really embraces this stuff, it really, I'm wondering if this is just a position he's holding to rage bait. Because it can't be real. It can't be true.
Is when they ask you the surveys where they give you 4 options and you have to choose either all of them or none of them, or you could choose a couple of them. I also engage with the survey ads. I like my ads. Okay. Now, the reason why I like
can't believe the sentence just came out of his mouth. Like, this guy likes ads. I mean, and you know, he's my friend, so he's not just some guy on the internet. But I have to wholeheartedly disagree, man. This is like you're not supposed to like ads. Like, I get if you like the previews before a movie starts, because you get to see like what's coming out and stuff like that. But as far as like advertisements for, like, you know, like say like you're in the movie theater and like a truck commercial comes on, like a Chevrolet or something like that, it's like, yeah, it's like you're not paying attention to that. But I don't understand like why he likes ads so much. He's gonna go more into it, but as of right now, I completely disagree with him.
My ads is because I like to interact with ads that cater to me, and not only cater to me, but also inform me about the trends, the innovations, the products, the services that I was never really aware of if I would have had ad blockers or premium. Like, for instance,
wait a minute. So that's how he finds out about new things, like things that are being advertised. Okay, Sonic, if you ever come in my chat, dude, I want you to defend yourself at any point tonight. I don't want you to just let me ramble and then you just sit there and just like silently hate me, okay? Because there's no hate here, okay? This is just my facts, okay? So, from what you're saying, you like to engage with ads because they inform you about things that you normally wouldn't know about when it comes to, like, you know, products and services and stuff like that. So, I understand the whole thing about information, but if there's something I want to know, I go search it out. I don't let it become advertised to me. You know, I don't feel like I'm losing anything by, you know, not for blocking the BetterHelp sponsorship, you know, talking about, hey, you know, everybody needs therapy or whatever. I'm like, no, I'm good, you know. Or if it's like anything. That's the thing. I haven't seen ads in so long. Maybe there's something that's really groundbreaking that I don't think I don't miss it. No matter what it is, I don't miss it. So let's keep going.
Surfshark VPN. I would have never known about that if it wasn't for content creators and their ads, you know, because obviously that's a form of ad. I would have never known about Surfshark VPN, which I got now. I have VPNs.
But so there are content creators that have Surfshark. They're not commercials. They'll just do like ads as part of their video, which is, you know, you can skip that if you want. But, you know, most of the times I like to hear how content creators will advertise in their videos just to see their style, because there are some people that do ads really well. And a person that comes to mind that does ads really well, what's his name? God damn it. His name is what is his? He's the guy that does all the drawings. He draws and he talks about relationships. Fuck, man, what is his name? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now. Give me a second. Oh my god, he does all of the charts and stuff, and he talks about how, oh god, he's like 40 years old and he's not married. He's really mad about that. Fuck, dude, what's his name? Hold on, let me go to subscriptions. Maybe it's there. Cookman says, hey, Camp, have you ever heard of a show called Good Behavior? No, I have not. What is that? Good Behavior? Is that like what's his face? Like prison reform people? Homath, thank you, Kavos. That's who it was. Homath. Homath does really entertaining ads, because the way that his style of doing it is it doesn't sound like a script. It sounds like it's really down to earth in the way that he did it. I wish I could. I want to. I don't think there's a way I can find you guys an example, but let me see. Ad read? I don't know. Homath ad read? I don't think he does one. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll find one later, but I want to get back to Sonic. But yeah, he does like a he does an ad read that doesn't sound like an ad read. It basically is just like, I don't even know how to describe it, dude. We're just gonna watch that later, and we'll watch it later. We'll search it out. But yeah, man, I know I'm a little bit scatterbrained, but let's get back to Sonic. I don't want to miss what I was talking about. Talking about his ads. Dude, I got to start over because I left the video. Probably. Yep. There we go. I think it was like right there.
People that actually likes.
But yeah, Coke Benny, the show called Good Behavior, I probably will look it up. Good Behavior. Good Behavior. Drama series, huh? Let's look it up. Underrated masterpiece of television, a show that had such nuanced character, developed excellent world building, especially love the musical choices, wardrobe. Good Behavior. Is there a synopsis? Overview. Okay, here we go. Based on Letty Dobesh books by Blake Crouch, the seductive thriller Good Behavior centers on con artists. Oh, wait, hold on. Why is this? Okay. On con artist Letty Rains and her inability, despite good intentions, to consistently live a clean life. Fresh out of prison, Letty attempts to reunite with her 10-year-old son and keep in regular contact with her parole officer, whose motives for helping her are questionable. But after she overhears a hitman being hired to kill a man's wife, Letty sets out to derail the job and finds herself on a collision course with the killer, entangling herself in a dangerous and seductive relationship. I've never heard of this show. And I guess it's 8 out of 10. It's got some good reviews. Interesting. I don't know any of these people. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know any of these people here. Wait, I know this guy, Joey Kern. He was in that movie, I was supposed to say Starship Troopers, Super Troopers. And he was the guy that was like, we're pulled over. We can't pull over anymore. And then he told his friend to like eat the bag of mushrooms. This guy I know him. You see. Taking Souls for free. Yo, what's up, bud? Thanks for joining the stream. Yo, what's up, everyone? Hope you're all doing well, except Sonic. Hey, I'm glad to hear that you are still you're still on that whole thing, man, about like not agreeing with Sonic because of his views on Fresh, and also his tipping fast food workers. Oh man, I remember I was reading one of the comments from the tipping video that we did, and I was just reading. I read your comment, and I just laughed my ass off because it's just like, dude, oh man, it was funny. Cook Bay says, I'm not kidding about this, but back in 2015, when I clicked on a random video, I got an ad for the show Good Behavior, and it was literally the first episode in its entirety, and I actually watched the whole episode, forgetting about the video I clicked on. Well, that kind of happens sometimes. I remember I think I was listening to a Deftones video, like a music video, and a band came up, and basically their performance played for the ad, and I was like, oh wow, that sounds pretty good. I was like, this doesn't sound like Deftones. And then I ended up listening to the whole song, and I think that was how I found out about oh god, I don't know, I'm losing the brain on who the band was. Oh, it was Boy Hits Car. That's who it was. Which, after watching that ad from the Deftones, whatever, I totally I love that band now. It's called Boy Hits Car. I can't remember the video. I think the song was called Escape the World. This was like years ago. And I was like, damn, dude, that's a really good song. And then I delved into their entire discography. I have like all their albums and stuff, and it's all because of that ad. The ad was like, I think it was like two minutes and 30 seconds or something. And yeah, because of that, I was like, dude, yeah, if it wasn't for that ad, I wouldn't have known that band, and that band is like top 3 for me. So yeah. What was it? Oh, Taking Soul for Free. I still remember when he said he'd rather tip a McDonald's worker about talking about his day instead of a waitress. Bro, that shit is fucking funny, bro. Like, I still, to this day, I will never understand the thought process behind that. I just was like, okay, so this person was just like talking to you about their day, and like it just, for me, I was like, okay, so if the person talks to you, that's why you would tip them, whatever. I was like, what's the difference between that and a waiter? Like, a waiter will talk to you. You know, is it just the human interaction part that you just like, okay, I feel like I want to tip you? I hope Sonic is listening to this whole conversation. That way he can jump in and be like, I was listening the whole time, motherfucker. So he can actually defend himself. This isn't like an attack on you, Sonic, but it's just, you know, we just have different opinions, and you know, we can still coexist. Okay. So I don't have an issue with you on a personal level. There are some ideas that you have, like engaging with YouTube surveys and ads that's on a level that's completely like, I can't get behind, unfortunately. It was comedy though. Coke Benny says it was a 50+ minute ad. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm talking about right there, dude. Fucking YouTube, if you let them run their ads, dude, and don't skip it, they'll just be like, you know what? Let's just throw a whole freaking movie at this guy and see if he just sits through it. Because, dude, that's free money off this guy. Like, maybe he's like laying down in bed or something like that, and his phone's like across the room. But yeah, it's like, man, it's very rare for me when that happens, because of course I don't have ad block on my phone. I only have it on my PC. So, and I think it's good that I don't have it on my PC, because when I do these videos for you guys, like, we don't have to sit through ads. Like, that's the beauty of it. But when I'm, you know, of course I'm at work and stuff like that, I don't normally always I'm holding my phone. I'm typically charging my phone, because my phone's usually at like 30% when I walk into work. So I'm listening to my music or podcast or something, and most of the time I'm not going to skip an ad unless it's like I hear that jingle for Better Health or something like that. When I know, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a 2-minute ad, I'm going to go ahead and skip that shit, because I don't have time for this stuff, man. But yeah, I guess I will say that it's only happened to me once, and it was when I discovered the band Boy Hits Car through an ad from a video that I was watching of Deftones. So let's see. Let's get back to it. Sonic, and I honestly think he's rage baiting at this point, and he's just trying to say things that are like, what can I say that is complete opposite that I can get people to talk about me? I mean, hey, you know what? It worked, okay? Because now I'm talking about you, Sonic, because yeah, you're coming out of left field with this one.
I do like ads, and I like to engage with them. Okay, every single time I see an ad on YouTube, I immediately go to the three dots at the corner of the video. I click on it and I click like ad. I like to manipulate my ads, so then ads.
I didn't even know that was a thing. That there's 3 dots for in the upper corner or whatever, saying you can like an ad. I didn't even know you can like an ad. That's new to me. At least I'm learning this through somebody that like really engages in this stuff. This is stuff that I would never know, because I don't have time for ads, man. Come on now. It's too much life to live.
Ads could target me more specifically. I like doing that. I like interacting with them. Every single time they ask me, you know, when I'm scrolling through YouTube Shorts, what would you consider this brand, or do you have a positive view of the brand? And I'll engage with it. Another one is when they ask you the surveys, where they give you 4 options and you have to choose either all of them or none of them, or you could choose a couple of them. I also engage with the survey ads. What? I like my ads. Okay. Now, the reason why I like my ads is because I like to interact with ads that cater to me, and not only cater to me, but also inform me about the trends, the innovations, the products,
if I want to know about the trends, I just go to Google Trends, okay? And you know what? I will be honest with you guys. I went to Google Trends, and they said that Sydney Sweeney was trending for her bath soap, her bathwater soap. So what did I do? I made a video talking about it for like 10 seconds, okay? I wasn't advertising it. I was just like, hey, isn't this fucked up? But, you know, of course, it was something I thought that I could lead into the Diddy thing, you know, and then I could somehow creatively put both of them in a thumbnail together. Because I'm twisted like that, okay? But yeah, Taking Souls for Free came back. He said, Sonic's face annoys me. I hope you cook him in the next debate. Bro, if there is a next debate, I want him to get in here. I want him to... I know he's probably listening, because that's the thing that I've noticed with Sonic. This isn't hate, Sonic, okay? Don't take this as hate. But I will have all the hustlers come in here. They'll be chatting with me. We'll be chopping it up. And then when I'm like, all right, guys, I appreciate you supporting the work and everything like that, I will, hit the button to play out the song, whatever of the video, and then Sonic will be like, good show, man, good night, bro. And I'm like, Sonic, did you just get here, or have you been here the whole time just lurking, man? It's like, I get it, you're probably a busy man, you probably have me on the second screen while you're like doing something else, whatever, editing a video or something. And I haven't made it to like primary screen status with you yet, but to engage at the very end, I was like, dude, I was wondering if you know the work schedule. Like, I even put it on the YouTube banner for all, I know you guys know this, but this is for new people that are just now knowing me. I put on the YouTube banner new videos Saturdays at 11:45, every week until the end of time. That's really what I'm promising you guys that I can do. But now that I was able to pull off the Breaking Bad video, I think I can probably squeeze in one more video a week. I'm not gonna promise anything, but I do have a few ideas of what I want to talk about next. And I think if the process goes well, I might be able to make it into a regular thing where I can do more than one video in the week. And then, hey, once I get that down, maybe I can do 3 videos in a week. But I'm not going to push myself to a point where like my work suffers, my sleep suffers, and then my family suffers. Like, it's all a balancing act. And the Breaking Bad video was really just kind of like an experiment for myself to see what can I pull off in a week before I have to do another live stream. And I actually got some positive results out of it, so I'm pretty happy of how the whole process worked, and it actually kind of reinvigorated a whole new level of creativity in myself. So I'm very excited about that. I realize that I enjoy doing scripted content that is also edited, so it doesn't make me, so I don't sound like an idiot. It's really cool. Taking Souls Free says, I swear he's rage baiting. I mean, that's the feeling I got, man. That's why I was like, okay, like, I don't even want to like talk about like his face or the scrunchie in his hair or the or just just his thoughts. I want to just focus on his arguments. Like, I think when I heard this video, I just heard it. I didn't actually watch the video. I just saw, I was like, oh, he uploaded a video. Let's listen to it while I work. And I was getting fucking angry. I couldn't even focus on my work because I was like, what is he talking about? Like, he likes ads. He likes surveys. He actually likes ads. Like, he will like it and stuff and manipulate his ads so he can get more to it. I was like, dude, I can't get behind this. I can't support this. I didn't downvote the video. I didn't do anything. I was just like, yeah, I just got to talk about this, dude. I can't do that, bro. I can't. Coke Betty says, he'll be as dark as his hero Fresh if Camp cooks him. Oh, you know what? That's something that, to each his own. If that's one thing I realize is that I can't let it get me down that people support Fresh and people like Fresh and people find Fresh like useful and stuff. I can't, like, I'm just like, it's fine, man. I guess we're all gonna die sometime, and some people have a little bit more sense than others, but it's just like, you can have that opinion. We can coexist. That's fine. It's one of those things. I'm just like, damn, man. Sheesh. It is what it is, man. I mean, nobody's perfect. Oh, I mean, we can have different opinions. I think that's what makes the world go around, and I think that's what really drives the conversation. We can continue to butt heads on this, and I think we can have interesting conversation out of it. Hell, we might have a debate video on this YouTube ads. We can have a debate video on Fresh. We can have a whole video on tipping McDonald's workers. I honestly think I could probably do it. I could probably I could probably put a bunch of points together to just ruin his whole career. But I don't want to do that, you know, because I mean, I would like to at least have his consent first, okay? And I know that Sonic is a smart enough guy to know when and not to enter into a battle that he know that he can't win. He thought that he could win the debate because he, you know, the whole tipping thing, because, you know, he did some infield research and he saw some things. He started to notice some things, but only because I brought it up in the first part of the video. And he said he came with points, and he was really trying to grill me, and I was just like, it was easy, man. I could have done this all day, bro. You know, and that's the experience versus the outside looking in type perspective. You know, versus I was able to really just tell him, I was like, look, man, servers are not sizing you up and saying, oh, this guy looks like he doesn't have any money, let me throw a gratuity on this table, you know. It's not that at all. It's because you came with 6 of your other friends, or I think it was like 7 of your other friends, that, oh, okay, that's what an automatic gratuity, you know, and I would definitely throw it on him if I waited on him in public, you know, because guess what? I would be indifferent. We're like, oh, you know this guy, he's going to tip you well. I'm like, actually, no, I know that he knows that $5 is a good tip. So that's why I'm going to automatic gratuity him, and I'm going to get my $26. And he can complain all he wants. I'm gonna, you know, we'll probably honor him taking off the gratuity, and then I can just, you know, tell him not to come back to the store again. Oh man, I liked your Breaking Bad video, Camp. You should definitely make more videos like that. Cool. Yeah, you know what? I don't know, Kavos, if you heard me earlier, but I showed my wife the video and I showed my daughter the video, and I got 2 completely different responses out of it. I would probably say my daughter's was more positive than my wife's response. And my daughter's only 7 years old, and she's never even seen Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul. And my wife has seen it, but it's been so many years that she just didn't really remember it. So when she was looking through all these scenes, she was just looking at the scenes, and you know what it is? I just thought about it. When my wife watches Netflix, she has to put subtitles on, even if it's like an English episode, you know, and they're speaking English. She still has to, that's her habit. She watches everything with subtitles. And I'm like, why do you do that? I was like, we can't just watch it without subtitles. And she's like, no, I like reading the subtitles. I think because I didn't have subtitles in the video, I think that's why she couldn't follow what I was saying. And that's why she was like, yeah, I was just kind of bombarded with all this imagery. And yeah, it was edited very well, but like I just could not connect with it because I just don't really remember the show that well. And I was like, well, I guess, and what she made me think of was that, okay, well, I kind of made the video for fans of the show. Like, I get that those people are going to be the ones that are going to be drawn to it first. And maybe people that haven't seen the show, they can at least grasp from what I'm saying to get kind of a better idea about it and stuff. Because at least I have a perspective about it. So they can at least get a little bit of markers and stuff that they can be like, okay, I get the general gist of what's going on. And then I go to my daughter, who's 7 years old, and I was like, what did you think about the video? She's like, oh, I loved it. And then she didn't, I mean, I think like half of it is because, you know, she's my daughter. She loves everything about me, whatever. But she was like, no, I liked it. I'm like, but how did you, and then I had a challenger on it. And I was like, well, how did you like it? Because you've never seen either one of the shows. And she's like, no, I mean, she's like, I felt like you explained it pretty well. And I was like, that's the fundamental difference between my daughter and my wife. My daughter listens to me. And I think if I put subtitles in, I think my wife would have listened to me too. So kind of funny. So that's awesome, Cabo. So I'm glad you liked it. And you know what? Like I said, it spawned a little bit of creativity in me. And now I think I'm going to be doing more videos like that. So at least in things that interest me. So and you know, I had an idea. I'll just go ahead and throw this out because I don't know if it's going to happen or not. I want to do a Squid Game video versus Alice in Borderland, because I know for a fact that me and my wife, we both watch Squid Game, and she has watched Alice in Borderland, and I've watched, I don't think I've finished it. Maybe I I don't think I finished it, but she's finished it, and she has the opinion that Alice in Borderland is better than Squid Game. So I'm like, you know what? I actually maybe I'm operating from a place of ignorance because I haven't finished Alice in Borderland. That I don't think it's better than Squid Game. And I think maybe I can make a video comparing the two. And I think even without subtitles, she probably will listen to it. Maybe that, I was like, maybe I can do something like that. But yeah, there's a few other shows I want to talk about that are that I am interested in, that I want to give an opinion about, maybe even compare the two, kind of like what I did. Oh, that was one more thing. That was one more thing that my wife did. So the video is only like 5 minutes long. Okay. Like 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the video, my wife asked me while we're watching it, she's like, how long is this video? And I was like, why, are you bored already? Like, have I failed to keep your attention? Like, what's going on here? And she's like, oh, I just want to know. I'm like, it's only 5 minutes. She's like, oh, okay. I was just wondering. I was like, I did tell you it was only 5 minutes in the beginning before we started watching it, because I think she was in the middle of watching one of her K-pop dramas or whatever. And I was like, hey, do you want to watch one of my videos or whatever I just made? It's about to premiere in like 2 minutes. And she's like, how long is it? I'm like, 5 minutes. So I told her before we started watching it, and she just, I guess it was conveniently forgot. But yeah, she wasn't, I mean, she said she was impressed with the editing. She said the editing was good, which I think, I mean, that's fine. But I was hoping to get a better response out of her. But you know what? My daughter, she saved the whole thing. She said she loved it. So, I can live with that. Taking Souls Free said twice a week sounds good to me. I love listening to these while I work. Hey man, see okay. So I think I might have mentioned this to you guys. I listen to podcasts while I'm working. And one of the most popular podcasts I listen to right now is EFAP, Every Frame of Pause. These guys will go on for about 11 hours. I'm not exaggerating. They will go on 11 hours about a Marvel movie. They'll go on 11 hours about Star Wars. They've gone almost 12 hours talking about Squid Game. And it gets me through my workday, because these guys, it feels like if I ever had you guys in a Discord call, Coke Benny, Cabos, Taking Soul Free, if you guys were all in a Discord call with me, we were just talking about something that we were all interested in, I feel like the conversation would sound very similar to these guys, because they're from all over the world. And but they have like very similar like mindsets when it comes to media and how, you know, things are portrayed, and sometimes things are done lazily, and or things feel rushed or whatever. And it actually gives me a very deep appreciation for the media that I find interesting. And they really change my perspective on some things, because they highlight a lot of stuff that's, you know, really film stuff that I'm not too familiar about. But now that after I hear it and I see it and I watch it again, I'm like, yeah, it's crazy how, you know, people that have a little bit of like background knowledge in how film is made, or just, you know, film theory, they see things and they deconstruct things in certain ways that is very fucking interesting, at least in my opinion. And I have a great appreciation for it. So, and I think that's why I kind of model the podcast in terms of, you know, the topics that I cover and like the length that I will speak about something, because like I enjoy long form content because of, you know, those guys and other podcasts. And I understand that there are people that they work long hours and they just want to get through their day and they want to hear something that, you know, is interesting to them. So, so let's see. Taking Souls Free says, gonna head out for now. Hope this stream comes out to about 5 hours so I can cover it in my shift tomorrow. Good night, y'all. Hey, I appreciate you coming through, Taking Souls Free. I appreciate you, man. Have a good night. Cookmate says, hey, Camp, you should check out Bloodhounds on Netflix. It's about 2 Korean veteran boxers going against some loan shark monsters after his mom because she was in debt to them. Yeah, I'll definitely check out Bloodhounds. I'll check out Bloodhounds and also check out that other show you told me about because I need some shit to watch now. I mean, Squid Game season 3 is going to come out towards the end of June, so I'm definitely gonna be on that. But I don't really have time to watch anything. I probably have like 15 minutes free time to really watch anything if I'm not like trying to make a video. So unless I want to like stay up super late or wake up super early, I don't really have time to watch anything. I mean, I guess I have Netflix on my phone. I could just watch it, that way. You said mobsters, not monsters. Okay, I was about to say. I was like shark monsters, loan shark monsters. I was like, sheesh. So it's bad enough that they're loan sharks, but the fact that they're monsters as well, like what kind of Pixar related video is this? Like, sheesh. Mobsters. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I like mobster stuff. I mean, I like Sopranos. That was like, that was great. I don't like how Sopranos ended, but at the time when I watched it, I was like, I kind of get it. I did think that there was enough there to kind of explain why Sopranos ended that way. But as far as anything else, I did like there was a show called The Black Donnellys, which was kind of like The Sopranos, but just like the Irish version. It only ran for one season. Really fucking great show. And, but as far as like mobster movies, like Goodfellas, I liked, Godfather, I thought was incredibly boring. And I know that's a hot take probably, but I watched the first one, the second one, and the third one, and I was like, yeah, I don't get the hype for this. And maybe I don't know. Maybe maybe if I watched it again, I'd probably have a little bit more appreciation, because when I watched it, I was in like my early 20s, and that was like 1,000 years ago. So maybe I've had an experience in the world to actually not have all of these things fly over my head. I think that's probably what it was. I think I just wasn't really connecting with the content. But yeah, maybe I'll give Godfather another chance, because I mean, it's one of those movies people hold in very high regard, and I just feel like on the outside, and I just don't get it. Cookbase says mobsters, not monsters. He says, well, loan sharks are technically monsters too. Yeah, man. I mean, and that's one thing I realized in a lot of Korean drama, is that money is a driving force for a lot of the plight. Because I mean, I know Squid Game had loan sharks in it. I know a lot of people, as far as like debt, people in debt and stuff. That's a really hot topic, and not just in Korean movies, but just in Asian culture in general. I can't remember the what is that term where you you self delete because your debts and stuff like that. I can't remember. It's like a Japanese term or something like that. But because of the insurmountable debt that you've built up, you just can't take it. I mean, I know that's really popular amongst Japanese and Korean media. And it's really sad. I mean, these guys, they work and work and work, and they're just trying to make enough money, but it's just not possible. And yeah, I think it's a subject that a lot of people can connect with. And I mean, it's not just a Korean thing. I think there's people all over the world that don't make enough money, and they're just struggling, So, and I think that's probably why Squid Game is so popular, because of just the reason why people decide to stay in the games to keep it going, because they're like, I have so much debt. I would much rather risk my life in here than know that I'm going to die out there because I won't be able to pay my debts. It's like a guarantee, if they don't compete. But if they do compete, there's a chance. But I'm just so hyped. I'm hyped for Squid Game. I can't wait for the new one to come out. And so let's get back to these ads, these YouTube ads. I can't believe he made a video on this. Who makes a video on YouTube ads? Well, I guess Penguin made a video out of YouTube ads, so I guess that counts for something.
Services that I was never really aware of if I would have had ad blockers or premium. Like, for instance, Surfshark VPN. I would have never known about that if it wasn't for content creators in their ads, you know, because obviously that's a form of ad. I would have never known about Surfshark VPN, which I got now. I have VPNs. I would have never known about that. Another thing is that I would have never known about movies that I like. I remember at one point I had two YouTube accounts.
Wait a minute. So you find out about movies through YouTube ads? I mean, I guess, man. Like they're really, I mean, I think I can figure out what movies are out through other means, you know? Just people talking about stuff. Like I know that they're making another Spaceball movie with the dude Mel Brooks. He's like 90 years old. They're bringing him out, and he's going to be in Spaceballs. And I think also the guy that was Lone Star, he's going to be in it. John Candy, unfortunately, they're going to replace him because he was Barf in that. He's going to be somebody else. I think the woman that was in it is going to be in there. But yeah, there's going to somebody, I think the internet was saying it was going to be called the Swartz Awakens. But yeah, for those of you that don't know Star Wars spoof Spaceballs, it was a great movie. And yeah, they're going to bring it out of retirement. They're going to make another one with the same actors. So pretty exciting stuff. And I think I saw that through it wasn't a YouTube trail. I think I just saw it through Reddit. I think it was Reddit, or maybe it was X. I think I saw it on. But yeah.
And both of them had premium on it. None of them had ads, and I was content with that. Obviously, as you guys can see, this is one of the accounts. I have premium on this account. However, there was another account that I had, or still have, that
I love it that I don't have to pay $20 a month to YouTube to not have ads. Like, I love how that I'm just, you know, I figure out a way to block my ads without having to pay for anything. Cause, you know, I ain't paying for it. I'm saving $20 a month. How much is that a year? 12 times 20? I don't know. But it's good. It's good that I'm saving money. I told you guys, I'm only half Asian. So like, I don't know math like that.
Had premium, but no longer operates with premium, and there's a good reason for that. It's because I remember when there was a couple of movies, I think the Willy Wonka movie, it came out and I didn't realize that it was out, and I wanted to go watch it. I did watch the trailers from
$240 a year I'm saving for not paying for premium. I had to do that because I couldn't have just left that alone.
another film that we want to go watch, and that's how I knew that it was coming to theaters. However, I didn't know it was in theaters because I had ads blocked. I didn't know that it was in theaters. So that's some of the reasons why I consider ads to be incredibly important. Okay. Now,
so you can know when movies are coming out. I mean, don't you get enough people talking about movies and stuff like to know that? Okay, like I know what was it? What was that one movie that came out that people are talking about now? I mean, I knew about Snow White. I know that was out. I know that was like, you know, critically panned by everybody. There's a new one that's out that people are, The Ballerina. I know The Ballerina's out because people have been talking about it. I haven't seen one ad on YouTube, at least on my PC, for The Ballerina. Because I actually, that's the thing as well. That's a benefit for not seeing ads for movies. You can actually go into the movie and not be spoiled on anything. Like, I only know that they are making a John Wick universe movie with The Ballerina. That's all I know. I know it was announced like bunch of months back, whatever. And now that it's out, I want to go see it. But guess what? I'm not going to go spoil it for myself. I want to go in there completely blind. So that is kind of the beauty of not having ads. That's one positive I can name right off the top of my head. Coke Benny says another way to avoid ads is to follow demonetized creators. That's a good one. Absolutely. You know, I mean, it's, you know, or what's it called? What's the one? Collaborate with them. You know, you could collaborate with them, and then YouTube puts you under the microscope, and then you don't have to worry about ads ever, bro. People can just get to your content. They click on your video, it plays right away. You're basically creating your content from the shadow realm. It's very, very nice. Karate Kid Legends. Now, I have not seen any YouTube ads on Karate Kid Legends, but I do know that Ralph Macchio from the original Karate Kid and Jackie Chan from the new age Karate Kid are going to be in it. Is Jaden Smith going to be in it though? Because I know Jaden Smith was in it. Probably not. But that's all I know. And I think it's great that I know that's all I know, the actors. I don't know anything about the story. I don't know nothing. So if I were to go see the new Karate Kid movie, I'd be going in completely blind, and I think I would enjoy it better, or at least, you know, I think it's always better to go into movies blind than to know like all the beats and stuff. Because then you can have your expectations be set up and dashed or whatever. So, I mean, that's kind of like my main point. Sonic likes to know about movies coming out and getting the information through the YouTube ads, and I would much rather learn about the movies through osmosis, through like online discussion or whatever. And you know, a lot of those conversations I hear are non-spoiler conversations. All I'm hearing is, hey, this movie's out. Okay, that's all I need to know. That's it. I can switch off, I can click off very quickly, and yeah, I can go into the movie completely blind. I think that's the way to be.
You guys may disagree, and you guys may say, "Listen, man, I don't care. I just hate ads. Period."
That's me. I hate ads, dude. But you know what? If YouTube wants to roll out 30-second ads, double ads, unskippable ads, like six ads in a row, that's fine. Because guess what? I don't have to deal with any of it. Because you know. But you know what, Sonic? He'll be happier as a pig in shit, because he'd be like, dude, I love this. I'm learning so much. And there's a survey. Yes, please. Nah, man. Cookmania says no. Jaden is not in it, and also don't watch it. It sucks. You want to see Karate Kid sequel done right? Watch Cobra Kai. Now, that's a show I haven't watched, but my wife has watched, and I think she's caught up to all of it. Whatever, and I do know of Cobra Kai though. I know that, you know, it's the guy that was in the original one. That was, you know, I guess not the other team that was going up against Danielson or whatever in the movie, whatever. He formed his own karate dojo, and then Ralph Macchio, I guess, was training somebody, and he was training somebody. I don't really know much. I don't know much about the show, but I know that it's really popular, and yeah, that's about it. I don't know, man. Karate Kid, I enjoyed the first two movies. I have not seen anything else other than that. I know What's Her Face was also in it. Who was that chick that played in $1 Million Baby? Oh, Hilary Swank. Whatever happened to her, man? I remember she was in it. She was in Karate Kid, and then after, I think Jaden Smith came after her when they decided to reboot it again. I think it was called like The Next Karate Kid. I don't know. I was just like, nah, man, I'm good.
I can do away with all of that, and I'll be fine. That's fine. You can live your life being blind.
This guy with his strong opinions. Only thing I can tell you is that I like not knowing about things, because then I get to learn it from other people, and I guess also, you know, get to educate myself if I'm actually interested in it, because I think the internet is a very vast space. Okay. You can really know too much about dumb shit, and it is like one of those things that, like, I would just rather just bypass all the BS, get to the stuff that I'm interested in, and you know, if I can avoid advertisements and better health sponsorships and, you know, whatever, talking about therapy, whatever, like, I'm fine, dude. I don't want to deal with any of that. But you know, I understand why it's there. But I'm just glad that there are systems in place where I can bypass all of it. Cookmate says, Johnny the Bully is the main character. We see things from his perspective. It's a really good. You should really watch it. I highly recommend it. Well, you know, put it on the list, bro. Put it on the list of stuff to check out. Because after Squid Game is over, I'm probably going to come into a lull of not having anything to watch. So I definitely might have to do some revisitation of shows that have already been out. Is Cobra Kai, is that completely finished now? Like, there's no more episodes? Because if it is, I wouldn't mind starting it, because I would rather watch something that's in its completion in its final season or whatever, and that way I can at least binge watch the whole thing. Because if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do it. Because I think when it came to Stranger Things, I remember I binge watched the entire first season, and then when the second season came out, I did the same thing. And with every season of Stranger Things, I binge watched the whole thing. So it's that good. Yes, the series is done now. Excellent. Then yeah, I mean, I'll definitely put it on the list, bro. So, yeah, cool. So I got something to watch. Got some stuff lined up. Excellent. And you know what? After I watch it, I can give you guys my fresh perspective on it. Whether you guys want to hear somebody watching it for the first time.
If you want, I'm just kidding. No, but you can go ahead and live your life like that. It's fine. But I need my ads, man. I want ads to specifically target me because I want to know what's currently going on in the world. Obviously, you get.
Go watch the news. What the hell are you talking about? Sitting through ads so you know what's going on with the world. Go watch the news, bro. That's crazy, man. It's like, okay, you know how Sonic would rather tip McDonald's workers? He would rather get his news from the advertisements. When the advertisements are like news breaks, okay? It's so weird. It's so backwards.
Just a small, narrow lens of what's going on in the world through ads, but nevertheless, you get ads.
But okay, so wait, what he's saying right now is kind of contradictory because he said when you have 30-second ads, he hates them. Like he feels like he's a prisoner or something like that. But he would rather learn his stuff about the world through advertisements. Sometimes it takes more than 30 seconds to learn this stuff. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what are you talking about? Are you getting like bite-sized 15-second bits of information that you're like, okay, I feel like I'm smarter now because I know a little bit more about this this product. I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna need some further explanation.
You get to peek what's going on in the world. And if you don't believe me, let me go ahead and just showcase to you guys so I can make my point further, okay? So, do you guys remember this ad? The only way
no, I don't remember any ad because I've been blocking ads for a while.
You would have been able to. The only way you would have been aware of this ad is if you would have had an account with no ad blockers or no premium. So let me go ahead and just show you guys a little bit of this ad.
I'm a forensic artist. Worked for the San Jose Police Department from 1995 to 2011.
I showed up to a place I'd never been, and there was a guy with a drafting board.
We couldn't see them, they couldn't see us.
Tell me about your hair.
I didn't know what he was doing, but then I could tell after several questions that he was drawing me.
So yeah, just to show you guys a little bit, I'm sure that just listening to that first part maybe triggered some sort of memory or recall for you.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope, not at all.
Nope.
This ad was a really inspirational ad. I remember when I would
Inspirational ad. My goodness. I'm trying to find if I can think back into any. I mean, this would have to go back to like television days. Okay, ads that were like inspirational. I can't think of one. I can't think of one inspirational ad that I've seen. Even the ones during the Super Bowl and the Olympics, I can't think of one that was like, that was really good. I can't think of one. That's crazy that he had inspirational and ad right like next to each other. Let's watch. Let's keep watching.
Encounter it when I would watch a video, I would actually sit there and engage with it. I would just listen to it. You know, not every single time religiously, but every now and then I would just let it play in the background because I really liked that video. It was really something. It was motivational.
I'm just like, dude, let me get back to my content, Skip.
Now, if you don't know what this ad is about, essentially it's a forensic artist who is really good at sketching people and features. And what he did, or I don't know who tasked them to do this, but I would assume the producers told him, draw anybody who comes into the seat and ask them to describe themselves, and then draw whatever they describe. Okay, he had to draw this person based off of how this person was describing themselves. Then they would bring in another person who was sitting in the lobby with this woman, and they would ask that woman to draw to describe what they saw or who they saw. And then they would juxtapose both images right after they finished describing themselves. And then you could see that the first image, which the woman self-described, doesn't look appealing. compared to the image where the stranger describes her, it looks incredibly appealing. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and show you guys that.
I mean, don't women do that automatically though? Like women will really big up any other woman because it's like women, I guess, are really bad judges of like beauty in terms of, or maybe they're just trying to be nice. I don't know. It could be that, but I think that women have this like kind of sisterhood with each other that they can't see each other as like objectively ugly. They see the beauty in everyone. You know, unless it's a man, they're like, oh yeah, that's an ugly guy. But when it's like another woman, I think women don't have the ability or the honesty really to say, oh yeah, she looks butt ugly, whatever. Unless she, I mean, maybe has some deformities or something like that. I don't know, maybe. But like, dude, this freaking scrunchie is messing me up. I can't believe this is crazy, bro. Get a black rubber band, bro. What are you doing? Okay, that's all I got for that.
Right here. So you can see this image here is not a
Dude, you know who that looks like? That looks like the chick from Ozark, the woman that was peddling the opium. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Have you seen Ozark? Well, let me just do that really quick. The chick from Ozark, I can't remember her name. Ozark characters. Okay, this woman. The first image that comes up. Holy shit, where's the image? This woman right here. Damn it, can we get a bigger picture? Sheesh. Okay, what was her name? Snell. What's her name? Last name? Darlene Snell. Open image in new tab. Let me zoom this one in. Boom. Okay, now let's, where is she at? Where is the, okay, here we go. Okay. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Maybe a little bit. Put them next to each other. Yeah. I don't know. It looks a little bit like it. Just, I mean, the hair looks neater, but the scorn face definitely looks like her. So yeah, that looks like Darlene Snell from Ozark.
Okay, I will never date this woman, okay? Not this woman.
that you help
But I would date the other one.
and create.
This is where they bring in the woman and they're all like, look, this is how you drew yourself. And then that's how somebody else views you.
So here we are. This is the sketch that you helped me create, and that's a sketch that somebody described of you.
What a beautiful message. How other people see you. They see you looking, you know, not as ugly as you think you are. You know, you are appealing in some way, which a lot of people have a problem with self-esteem and, you know, self-confidence. A lot of us don't exactly have a positive image of ourselves. But this ad, it tells a story. Not only does it tell a story, but there's a lesson to be learned here. I like those ads. And
Yeah, I don't like the ad. If it's an ad, I don't like it. But what I will say is that there was a video I watched, not an ad. It was a video I watched about a mirror that flips. I guess that doesn't flip your image, because I guess every mirror in existence flips your image, whatever. Well, this mirror flips it to where, I guess, if you hold up your hand or something like that, it's like, I don't know. Left hand, right hand, right hand. I don't know. It basically, I guess it flips it to the right way or something. And yeah, or I guess how you see yourself, because you've been looking in mirrors your whole life. Play the clip of Peter Griffin saying, "Oh my God, who the hell cares?" I have a better one. Let me see if I can find it. Let's listen to that. Yeah, let's hold on. Oh man, where is it? Dude, where's my fucking YouTube? Sheesh. Who the fuck cares? Who the hell cares? Hold on. I need to get that as a button. Cause who the hell cares? Oh, good shit. Here we go.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
By next stream, I'm gonna have that on my stream deck because that's pretty good. I got another one. This is a good one. Oh, wait, is this it? Yeah, this one.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care. I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Oh shit. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so I guess he really enjoys the ads. I don't know, man. He really enjoyed that one. Dude, did I go backwards? I hope I didn't go backwards in the shit. I did go backwards in the shit. Hold on. Yeah, so I guess, I mean, he really connected with this whole message. But no, what I was saying earlier was that there is a mirror. Let's go. The mirror that shows your true reflection, how others see you. That's what this reminded me of. True mirror. This is right here. This is what I was thinking about.
That's heavy. What does it mean to see your true self? Isn't that why everyone's here?
Come look at the true mirror here. It's the world's only mirror that doesn't reverse your image. So for the first time, you're seeing yourself without that flip.
Yeah, so you basically see yourself in this mirror the way other people see you. So you don't need a sketch artist going off of somebody else's description. You got an actual mirror that does it. And that's what I was thinking about when I heard that for the first time.
The big thing is that we have so much information about who we are in our eyes. And our eyes change when you flip them. They change to where they actually stop working. Like when we're smiling, there's light in our eyes, and it's light with meaning. And it's like, it sparkles, it's beautiful, it's lovely. It's like, wow, you know? And you get to see that in the true mirror because you see the meaning behind the sparkle. And then I show them the backwards mirror, and I go, yeah, that's who you've seen your whole life. And they go, whoa. And I say, that's how it's been for the whole human race. They go, whoa. So there's really deep and profound significance to this experience. Okay. And
oh my God, it's so different.
Right,
wait,
right?
Wait. It's so that's from your brain? Wait, Jesse, you gotta do this. So that's from your brain?
He and I had this relationship, me and the guy on the mirror. And it was like looking at my best friend, my double. And he looks just like me. He is me.
Some people are really moved, either positively or negatively, in where they see things and they start crying, and it's because they kind of get shaken.
Yeah,
there's your
that's
smile
weird.
the way it actually is.
No, he's not even joking. No, it just look.
But other people, like immediately, there's a huge amount of joy. Like, oh my God, now I know why people like me, you know? And then they start crying because they finally see something that's beautiful and special that they never saw before.
So it's like two different products or two different videos, whatever. Well, one's a video, one's an ad. But like kind of the same message, okay? You get the same emotional response from it, you know? You not only do you see yourself through someone else's perspective, but you have a mirror that shows you what other people see in you. So I think it's kind of similar in that sense, but kind of it was what really made me think about when he was just like, oh, I love that ad. I'm like, you'd probably love the true mirror. Okay. I got a true mirror to sell you. It's called the True Reflection Mirror or whatever. You'll love it. So, but yeah, let's get back to this one.
People see you. They see you looking, you know, not as ugly as you think you are. You know, you are appealing in some way, which a lot of people have a problem with self-esteem and, you know, self-confidence. A lot of us don't exactly have a positive image of ourselves. But this ad, it tells a story. Not only does it tell a story, but there's a lesson to be learned here. I like those ads. And
you know what? You like those ads and I like those videos. Okay. So, and you know what? I guess it's all video at the end of the day, but I could have gone my entire life and never seen this ad, but I've seen a video that is very similar in terms of a message and impact. And then you can actually buy one yourself and you can have you know, your own true mirror. Okay, you can have that experience for yourself. So there you go.
I want to see more ads of those. Now, is every ad like that? No, of course not. Not every ad is like that. But if you actually pay attention to ads, you will see that a lot of them, hey, there's actually a lesson to be learned in some of these ads. You know, some of them are funny.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of like pregnant women that watch ads, and it could be anything. It could be like a dog, you know, like licking its wounds or something like that, and they just start bawling and crying or whatever because they're like women when they're pregnant, you know, they're in such like a emotional imbalance, whatever, that anything that triggers their emotional state will just have them overflow with like this emotion and stuff. And what he's doing right now and how he's like describing just this advertisement, like I don't even know what this guy's selling. Like, what is this guy selling? I don't know, but like the way that he's responding to this, it kind of reminds me of like how a pregnant woman will just, so it'll be something that's not even supposed to be an emotional thing. You just see like, you know, like I said, like a guy is delivering mail or whatever, and he sees the next door neighbor or whatever wander their lawn, and the woman who's pregnant just starts crying because she's like, it's just so beautiful. It just this is the way that Sonic is talking. That's what it reminds me of.
Like I forgot. I don't know who it was. I think it was a Geico, or I don't know what.
Don't tell me you were getting emotional over a Geico commercial, bro. Come on, man. Those are the worst. The ones with the gecko? Come on, man. Come on, dude.
Ad, but there's like this woman that like she's talking to, I think, a crow. And she's like, ah, man, no one can do anything better other than myself. Like, I have to do everything around here. And then she actually dresses up like a scarecrow, goes out into the field, and she starts yelling at the crows. Bro, that's hilarious to me. That's an ad that whenever I see it, I just let it play. Because I like these ads. You know, another ad that you guys probably would have never known about was...
Wait. Now we're searching up ads now? What are we doing, bro? We're not even searching for content anymore. We're searching for ads. That's crazy. And look at this guy. He has like... This guy has Dove reverse selfie campaign, sub commercial. This guy has it in his search, man.
Was the Ty Lopez ad, bro.
Ty Lopez ad? That was the guy that was on Fresh and Fit. He was called a scammer. What the hell?
Ad was a meme. Okay? Garage. I'm sure that you guys, some of you guys remember it, but if you guys don't remember it, let me go ahead and show you guys just a little bit of this ad.
This is not an ad. This is a video.
Here in my garage. Just bought this new Lamborghini here. It's fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills.
Wait, why are you talking through the video, Sonic? At least pause the video if you're going to talk. Don't do that.
But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things?
Knowledge. Like, shut your bitch ass up, bro. I'll flip your dumb ass and shake you off for your change.
Are you going to keep the scrunchie on when you do it? I'm sorry, Sonic. That's the last time. Sonic, if you're listening to this, that's the last time I'm going to talk about your scrunchie, dude. Sorry. I'm sorry. No more. That's it. I'm done.
That ad was a meme back when it dropped. Okay, but you would have never known about it if you would have had ad blockers or premium. You would have.
I didn't even know that was an ad. No, from what you pulled up, this is a video here in my garage. Official Lamborghini knowledge and books with Ty Lopez. But you know, that's the thing, man. Like I've been blocking ads for a long time, and you know what? It doesn't affect my life in a negative way that you're talking about this stuff. It's not a thing.
Missed out, perhaps. I mean, this ad was probably going on for like about a month. But nonetheless, you would have missed out. Now, you can make the argument and say, well, you know, I would have lived without knowing that this ad existed. Hey, actually, you know what, man?
I did say that, actually. I did say I could live my whole life and never know that ad existed. It's true, man.
I wish this ad never existed, and I would have been better off not knowing it existed. But here we are, enjoying the ad, right? But,
I mean, I'm gaining some knowledge, I guess, you know, knowing about things that don't exist. I mean, I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate you dropping the information.
What I'm trying to say, though, is that ads are important. Okay, I know that Moist Critical
ads are important in one way. That is to sell products, spread awareness, you know, but at the end of the day, it's just to get money, dude. That's the whole manipulation of ads. Advertisement is to get you emotionally triggered so that you will spend and invest in a product. That's all it is, man. That's all it is.
In this video that ads, nobody likes ads. I like ads. I like ads for this reason, okay? But now that we understand,
You're basically saying you like being sold to, which, you know, some people like being sold to, I guess. You know, you might have a lot of money, Sonic, and you might just, you're like, I need to figure out how to spend this money. So bring on the ads so I can figure out what I need to buy. But for me, no, dude, I'm like, I only buy stuff if I actually need it, you know, or if there's a real true need for it. But no, I won't watch an ad for it. I'll search something. I'll do my research and I'll search it out. But yeah, no, none of this searching up ads, dude. This is crazy.
Where I'm coming from, I also want you guys to understand that having a 30-second ad play without any control, whether to skip it or not, I think that that's criminal. Okay.
Okay, well, that doesn't make any sense to me, because what sounds like to me for that video with the sketch artists and stuff, that was longer than 30 seconds. And you say when certain commercials come on or ads that come on that are inspirational like that, you will just let it play. But then you have 30 seconds attached to it that's that's unskippable. It just seems like, you know, that's where you draw the line. It seems like I don't know. It seems like there are some things that you kind of make concessions for, whereas you either just have to like all ads or you have to like skip all ads. And, you know, I would much rather skip all ads. I don't, you're not missing anything, man. You're just wasting your time, dude.
If a director's ad sucks ass, I think that they deserve to have their ad skipped. Okay, that's just me.
All ads need to be skippable. That's just, that is my opinion. I think all ads should be skippable.
But I think that their ad deserves to get skipped. Another thing is that I like the fact that we have.
Yeah, but wait, hold on. Who gets to determine whether somebody's ad sucks ass? Because, you know, you might think, oh, this is like the greatest thing in the world, and, you know, this the prime example of your self-reflection advertisement, sketch artist advertisement. You thought that was great, and I'm like, dude, there's a product that does that it wasn't even it wasn't an advertisement. It was just a video I watched, whatever, talking about it and watching people's reactions to their true self-image. And yeah, I definitely don't need to see an ad on it, but, you know, there's something out there that you can actually get that experience from, you know. But I guess he's cool with just the ad. I don't know.
Power over these ads. We can control whether we want to engage with it or if we just want to skip it. Sometimes I'll skip the ads. Other times I'll enjoy it. I'll just let the ad just play.
No, just skip them every time, man. Your life will be your life will improve dramatically if you skip all your ads.
But having 30-second ads, I feel like that takes away from a person's freedom to choose whether they want to engage with it or not. It's not like we already had the freedom. I mean, you know, we would only witness about 5 seconds of ads and we would immediately hit skip. So in a way, like, you know, we were kind of forced to watch 5 seconds of it, but that's the beauty of it, that you could have been in control, that you are in control of it. 30-second.
Yeah, 30-second ads, man. Bring them on, okay? Because I'm not going to be watching them or experiencing them anyway. So I hope that YouTube goes up to like 30-second ads, and maybe they even do dual ads where the first one is unskippable and the next one is like 30 seconds, and then after that you can watch, because I'll be blocking it all, man. It doesn't matter, you know. That's just all it is, man.
Ads is just way too much. Although there is one upside to it, although there are many downsides to it, but the one upside that keeps me from losing my mind is the fact that I know that some of my favorite content creators that are online, they're gonna get more of the ad revenue. You know, that's like the silver lining for me, because as a content creator, I understand how difficult it is to create content, how to keep it consistent. So I appreciate the fact that some of my favorite content creators are gonna get even more revenue, and that's good. You know, because I want.
Oh, okay. So you watch ads so that you can help creators out. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, I don't know, because I know there are some creators out there that will run multiple ads on multiple streams, whatever, and they will have they'll have already the subscriber base that just will watch them, and they'll get revenue from that. And then they get revenue from, you know, people that will sit through the ads and skip the ads, whatever. But like, you don't gotta watch the ads, man. Come on, dude. I don't know, man. You ain't gotta do that. I mean, I commend Sonic for being that guy that puts himself for that. That's fine, but couldn't be me, man. Couldn't be me.
Something to create even more content. And the best part about this is that you can also create content. You can come on here, give your opinion, anything you want to do, whether it's math, art, or maybe you have opinions, you're a good commentator, you're funny, whatever the case is, you can come on YouTube and you can give your own opinion. And that's great because you can get ad revenue from it. However, I just don't like the fact that we have to sit here and watch a 30-second ad. Like, to me, that's too much. I already hate Twitch. I don't even go on Twitch to watch Twitch because,
I mean, I agree with him on that. You know, I do think 30-second ads. I think ads are I understand why they're there, but I once I know that there's ways around them to circumvent the ad, it's like, why wouldn't you? You know, it just, if you know that you have tools in place to not have to suffer through something, you know, why wouldn't you do it? You know, I think anybody that has the option, I think there's a lot of people out here that just don't know. They just don't have the knowledge or the know-how to skip an ad. They only know the button to skip the ad, but they don't know a way to actually completely block it, you know, without putting a virus on their computer. So I would say just, you know, do your research, guys, if you want to know how to block ads, man.
it's already 3 minutes of ads, I believe, or a minute and 60 seconds. I have no idea. But I don't spend time on Twitch because of that reason. I'm not advertising right now, but I use Pi Adblock, PIE Adblock, and yeah, I've been doing that for a couple months now, and yeah, it's great. I don't have to worry about advertisements while I'm watching YouTube videos. It's great, dude. I don't know if there's a mobile app, but at least for my desktop, it's pretty smooth sailing, so I highly recommend it. As soon as I'm watching a content creator, okay, let me go ahead and finish this thought because I have to get into the habit of this. Whenever I watch a content creator and then there's an ad break, there's an ad break of 5 different ads, all 30 seconds each, that makes me want to click off the website, and it doesn't make me want to stay any longer. I don't want YouTube to become that. I don't want people or viewers to watch a content creator only for the content creator to suffer because the viewer is not going to wait 30 seconds or however long these ads are going to take.
Honestly, I hope that I cultivate the type of audience that has ad blockers so they can get back to the content, that they don't have to sit through ads, okay? It's 2025, all right? Any problem that you have, you can definitely circumvent certain things if you have a little bit of know-how. And sometimes it just takes enough people, you know, spreading the word about something for you to be like, okay, yeah, let me try it. And then you try and you're like, I don't understand why I wasn't living my life like this before.
I think that's I feel like that's detrimental, but apparently according to what Moist Critical said, which I have not done the research, so take my word with a grain of salt, but according to Moist Critical, he said that these ads were successful, which I don't know, man. I find that kind of hard to believe that 30-second ads could potentially be successful. I really want to know what these ads are going to look like. If they are successful, I want to know how people are going to engage with them or what it looks like to engage with them. Because if you're able to skip it after some time, I guess that's not too bad. But I don't know what that means. Like 30-second ad success, like what does that look like? You know, I want to know what it looks like for this test of a 30-second ad. When viewers are watching it, I want to know what that looks like. How are they engaging with it? What are they doing? You know, are they clicking?
It seems like if you had a 30-second ad, you'd actually be able to engage with a lot more. I mean, how long do your surveys take? The ones that you do, you know, I mean, they probably take longer than 30 seconds. So like they're just kind of repurposing an ad into like a questionnaire to where you get to engage with it, and you like to engage with that stuff. So this is just very strange to me that Sonic will draw the line at a 30-second ad, but he will engage with certain advertisements that will pique his interest about something, and by giving him information about something he didn't know before, and he's just, I don't know, he really enjoys that. I don't know, man. It just seems like it would be easier just to bypass all of it. I know this is really just milling around. We kind of been saying a lot of the same points, but I just disagree with this wholeheartedly, man. Like I really do. And life is a lot better when you cut out all the BS. Okay, there's nothing better than just getting straight to it, man.
Off the video, I don't know. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it there. I think this video is already long enough, but overall, man, I think that it's terrible that it's 30 seconds long. If it is successful, like it's stating, then perhaps there's some sort of provision that we probably don't know of. Perhaps we can skip it after some time, but I don't know. I really don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see until we see the 30-second ad, which, yeah, good luck.
Yeah, you can tell me all about it, bro, because I ain't gonna have to worry about it. That's gonna be all your problem, not mine. So that was one of the main things I guess I wanted to talk about. Let me see, is there anything else that I saw? Let's check it. Let's go to my was it the watch later? I don't think I had anything. Oh, that was one thing I wanted to talk about. I think I heard about this through Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blue is gonna do. She's basically gonna lock herself up into like a box or whatever in the public. You know, like what was it? What was that? Remember that movie Saw, where they had the two contestants, well, not contestants, but people that were like in the contraption, and it was like glass all around so everybody could see them and stuff. And they no, it's like three people in there, because I remember it was two guys and a girl, and I think the guys had to do kind of like, they were both chained, but they had to like pull one side to the other, whatever, because there was a girl or something at the top, and they decided to just like kind of not pull, and like the girl died and they both like were free or something. The kind of like that, but Bonnie Blue is basically going to put herself into like, I guess, some type of like glass case where like her head is in the case, but her like private parts are like bent over for anybody that wants to walk by. And yeah, it's just going to be like that for 24 hours for her. I don't know how she's going to eat or poop or pee or something like that. I don't know if she's going to take breaks or it's just going to go wherever it goes. But yeah, it's kind of wild. I was like, what the hell? Like, I don't know if there was a video or something on YouTube about it, but I know that I just heard about that. I was like, that's so bizarre that Bonnie Blue is really pushing the envelope in terms of like what crazy thing to do next. So I think it was crazy that she did, the 1,000 bodies in one day. And then she tried to like up it to have like, I don't know, like more than that or something, like 2,000, 3,000 or something like that. And now she's just like, dude, anybody can get it. Anybody walking by on the street can get it. So yeah, that's kind of wild. Let me see. Let's check this. Let's see if this is it.
When you have time for dates, not usually. Oh, I can definitely handle a grilling.
Time for dates? Just let me know the dates that you're available for me to pay for the pussy, if I gotta pay for it. Unless you gonna host one of them little freak offs and shit, so I can go there for the free. I can get the pussy for the free. What the hell you mean for a date? Yo, fellas, you know what? There really is a person out there for everybody. There's a nigga out there that's willing to wipe this girl, even though she says something like 10,000 bodies as a target. There's a nigga out there that's willing to do that. There's definitely a nigga out there willing to do that.
Bonnie Blue, I think, is like 26 years old or something, but she looks like she's 36. Like, I don't know, man. I think it's just all of that, taking all that, being in the business, for as long as she has, it has really aged her. Like, she looks a lot older than she claims to be.
There's a lot more I can handle than that. Haven't seen the show before. Ideally expecting a facial, but not going to have too many high hopes. I'm ready. Is he ready, though?
Yo, what's...
She's expecting a facial? What the heck does she think this is, man? They're just going to sit down and talk. This is crazy.
You, this woman is 23.
Oh, she's 23? I thought she was 26. I gave her 3 extra years. That's wild.
My girl stopped watching. She just texted me, told me she ain't watching the stream no more.
Too many high hopes. I'm ready. Is he ready though?
So she's hosting a 2,000 man, you know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. This was on grilling. We can watch the direct video. We don't have to watch this gentleman. Sorry, Mr. Daquan, but I don't want you to pause it. I only want to be the one to pause it. So, grilling. Yeah, let's go grilling. Yeah, let's watch it. Happened 3 weeks ago? Here we go. Look, Sonic, no ads.
So if you was me, because I want to do something really, really crazy this year, what advice would you give me?
Go to church.
Oh, Kava says no, she's 26. The video might be old. Okay. Yeah, I think I heard somewhere that she was 26, so that's where I was going off of. But yeah. But this video isn't old. This video is like 3 weeks old. That Devon Wilshire guy was watching it, so I think his chat was just off by about 3 years.
So my name's Bonnie Blue, and I'm here because I want to find a boyfriend. Not really, no. I don't really have time for dates, not usually. Oh, I can definitely handle a grilling. There's a lot more I can handle than that. Haven't seen the show before. Ideally expecting a facial, but not going to have too many high hopes.
Ideally.
I'm ready. Is he ready though?
Yo, what's
Hi.
good? Hello.
How are you?
Bonnie Blue, I'm good. How you feeling?
Good, I'm excited for this. He's not my type, but I'd still take him.
I can't believe Bonnie Blue's here, bruv. Likewise. You look really nice. My first impression of her is she's actually very pretty and her hair's nice. I thought it was going to be a bit disheveled and she'd look a bit like crackish and that, but yeah, she looks good in real life.
Oh, thank you. I thought I'd make an effort. Shaved, showered, shit.
No, oh, shaved and showered. Newborn baby things, like a seal, bruv.
He's so handsome.
Yeah, you're looking very nice. You've got nice hair still.
It goes through a lot, to be honest, and it still stays looking like this.
Big man? What do you mean it goes for a lot? What do you mean?
Well, like when I've gone through a lot of men.
It's not looking good, bruv.
Yeah, she's already red flagging already. Sheesh, man, when she goes through a lot of men. And you know what? A lot of men to Bonnie Blue is not a lot what everybody else thinks. A lot of people think that it's like a lot is like 30, 40, 50. She's like, no, thousands, okay? That's a lot for Bonnie Blue.
So, saying that, do you ever get any guys with performance anxiety? Like they get there and their willy's mad like soft and that?
All the time.
What you gotta do? You gotta give the willy a pep talk and that, like let them know. I can't believe she's come here.
He definitely wants me. Not really, like, because the more you talk to it, or say the more I talk to them, the more nervous they feel. I'm surprised he's not been in the queue yet. Maybe he has.
Setting man up. What if they just turn around like, yo, I kind of enjoy killing people?
I've watched some good documentaries recently on murder.
So you watch documentaries in that?
Well, like on Netflix, yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite documentary?
Quite like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Would you smash Jeffrey Dahmer?
I wasn't really his type. Maybe you'd be more his type.
Oh yeah, true. So you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the LGBT HDMI PS5, bruv. Big man
Yeah,
thing. Shout out to
exactly.
all the communities.
PS5.
Get me. Shout out to the LGBTQ HDMI PS5, bruv.
He said it again.
No idea what he's on about. You could take Jeffrey Dahmer and then...
Nah. It's not really my clientele still.
Not your type?
Do you know what I like though?
Go
What
on,
I was
tell me what
thinking
you
this
like.
might be some great content for you. You might know this gal. You get
Yeah.
me? So maybe through the grapevine, you lot can make it happen. Have you ever heard of Victoria Cakes?
No. Who's that?
Big up Victoria Cakes, bruv. I was thinking, would you ever like
Sounds like a thick porn star. That's what it sounds like.
super tall, super black gal, innit? Like
Yeah.
tattoos, stretch marks, everything, yeah. Would you let her sit on your face?
Oh yeah, let her suffocate me.
Big man thing.
But would you be involved?
Are you not gonna break me off some peas?
Peas? What are peas?
Peas, like you're gonna break me off
Like
some.
carrots and peas?
No, peas, like you get me?
What are peas?
Money.
Oh,
Peas, bruv.
there's definitely a bit of a language barrier.
Nah, it's
Then-
me on there, innit? Like you get me? I've been on Netflix, innit? So I gotta have some money on there. It's,
Yeah,
it's a
but-
brand Willie you're getting.
Well,
It's
how many
trademarked.
people know what you really looks like?
A lot of gal know what my Willie looks like.
Oh, really? So
You get me?
God, he sounds like the male version of me.
This thing wants to be.
You
I would have
sleep
been in
around a
your
lot.
business a few years ago, you know. I was laying down a lot of gal. I was a cocksmith.
A what?
A cocksmith, like a champion cocksmith. Cocksmith.
Oh, red flag. What's your like typical sex life like?
Wow, if you make Body blue cringe. That's not good.
No.
I'm getting a lot of
A lot.
gals still.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie.
how many we talking?
Like a lot in it. Like I like the chocolate ebony thing. So like I'm.
So I
going
wouldn't be
through
your
it.
type.
Nah, let me single out now and all.
Kaba says you'd be correct, Camp. Correct about what? I don't know what you're referring to because I've said a lot. I don't know what I'm correct about. I'm typically very ignorant about a lot of stuff, so I'm wondering what do you mean?
Digital platforms, bruv.
I might leave.
How much you weigh?
Why is he just asked how much I weigh? That's.
I mean, yeah, if you make, I think if you're referring to making Bonnie Blue cringe like that does take a lot of effort because I think she's seen a lot. And, you know, the fact that she is now going to do that public stunt of just being bent over in a public space and anybody can just walk up and get it. That's like kind of crazy, bro. That Victoria Cakes. Okay. Yeah. See, Victoria Cakes just sounds like a thick porn star, man. Like a cake sugar, you know, like, you know, that was just a stab in the dark, man. It's like, it just sounds like a fat porn star. But yeah, the thing about Bonnie Blue, I think it's just like, I would worry if she's doing that public stunt of just like putting herself in a box where like anybody can walk up and get it and stuff like that, that she probably has a bunch of STDs, man, because she's not going to be screening people now. If anybody can walk up and get it, that means that she's not screening people. And yeah, that's hey man, that's scary, bro.
Rude. Like 52, 53 kilograms.
Yeah, that's like the featherweight division. I'm kind of a heavyweight kind of man. So literally, if we
Right.
got you eating some steaks, some
I had a
like,
steak last night,
some
actually.
sausage, like, was that code for Willy? Like, is that what you're
No,
trying
no,
to
no. I had steak, peppercorn sauce, some carrots, chips.
It's a featherweight thing. Blinging down a lot of gal, you get me? Like I said, I always wanted to get into the profession
I'd give him so many tips.
of that, but then I found out that the men, the black dudes, they ain't really making bare money like that. They got to do like that.
Yeah, it's a lot harder for males.
True, but I heard like for the men, them, they got to do like the zesty stuff.
Zesty. What does zesty mean?
Yeah, like they got to do like, you get me? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, like more gay stuff.
Yeah, zesty thing.
A lot of people will be like straight but do gay stuff. So
Nah, name names.
What the hell are you talking about? They're straight, but they do gay stuff. That doesn't. Again, this goes back to Adam 22 and his wife Lena saying, "We don't cheat on each other, but we do have sex with other people on camera, you know. But we're in a committed relationship." It's just like you can't have that. It doesn't make any sense. But it's funny when it comes to adult films, man. It's like that. This is the mindset of it. They're like, no, it's different when the cameras are on. Like it doesn't count when the cameras are on. And I'm like, okay.
Shout him out, bruv.
he's really staring into my soul.
Name names, bruv. Like name names. Who's straight and doing that stuff?
A guy called Andy Lee, he does that.
Big Andy Lee, bruv. He trains Tyson Fury, bruv. What's he doing?
No,
Andy
but
Lee.
I think we're thinking of the wrong people.
Andy Lee, he trained Ben Whitaker.
No, like the Andy Lee I'm talking about gets blowjobs off gay guys.
Ah, yeah, no, don't put a smart on my guys.
guys.
Nah. He mashes
Okay.
man up in it. We can't be putting his name in that. Like, you get me? He's a bad man. You get me? He'll be knocking man out.
I mean, he could knock you out alone.
Big man thing.
big.
Shout out to the LGBT HDMI PS5,
Yeah.
bruv. You get me? Got to shout him out.
I love saying it every time. How is he not bored of saying that?
Yeah, no, but you got to shout him out, bruv. You
Okay.
get me? We're not trying to get cancelled. You get me? We're brand
God, you
brand
can
friendly.
get cancelled by everything nowadays.
Big man thing. Would you say that you're cancelled?
Oh, you can't cancel me.
I think she got canceled actually off of OnlyFans, from what I understand. I think from her latest stunt or something. I think that's what got her canceled. So yeah, she says she can't be canceled, but yeah, she's canceled.
Impossible.
You've been on.
She's banned off of OnlyFans.
This morning and that.
Yeah.
What did you make of that? Was they judging you in that?
Oh God, of course. But it's funny, on camera they're judging me, off camera absolutely loved me, giving me high fives.
Oh, so they were trying to clout?
They're trying to what?
They were trying to clout?
Clark?
They were trying to do a thing with you, like, is that what you're saying?
Clark? I have no idea what Clark is.
She needs a dictionary, bruv. Do you ever get, like, any smelly willy dudes?
I did have someone recently that sat on my face and they had like really big piles.
He sat on your face?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean sat on your face? That is weird, bruv.
So my head was like over the bed and then
Yeah.
he sat on my face to get a rim job.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
what's a rim job?
he doesn't
How do you not know what this stuff is, man? Like you're saying all this other terminology, but you don't know basic
know what a
terminology.
rim job is. Maybe I can teach him. I think he'd love it.
It's not looking good, bruv.
You don't know what a rim job is?
No.
Okay, so imagine this is your song.
Yeah. Okay. You see
Really
that?
get my tongue
Now I'm
deep
in the
in there.
LGBT community, innit? You get me? That's all.
No. Don't know how you don't get bored of saying that.
No, you can't, bruv. You got to shout them out so you don't get cancelled, bruv.
Right, okay.
Big man thing. We're trying not to get
Who should I
cancelled.
shout out so I don't get cancelled?
Maybe Jesus? I don't know, bruv.
Okay, Jesus, please come and find me.
Big man thing.
He's literally repeating himself. You don't have to be gay to like bum stuff.
Not my thing.
Maybe I'll give him a rim job.
That is mad, bruv. Nah. Big up Vibes Cartel and Buju Banton, bruv. You get me?
I don't know what you're saying.
You listen to
but
Vibes Cartel?
in cartel drug stuff.
No, Vibes Cartel.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know who Vibes Cartel is? He's a bad man. He's from Jamaica.
Oh, I don't know bad men.
She has no idea what I'm talking about, bruv.
I have no idea what you're saying.
You ever any Jamaican dudes?
Probably. I love Willie.
She makes me look like a virgin, bruv. What's your favorite kind of Willie? Like, obviously, like, on the menu, like, what's your thing?
But I don't have a preference. Like, when I see loads of people queuing up, I'm not like, oh my God, you've got a small one, like, get away.
Yeah.
Like, I love them. Big ones sometimes are a little bit intimidating.
Intimidating Willie.
I have no preference.
Shout out to the AIDS, bruv. You see, how does it work, like, with 1,000 man? Is it like a raffle ticket? Like, you see when you go post office and you got to wait in line and it's like number 281.
I love it how casually she said, you know, when they queue up. It's just like, Jesus. And yeah, Bonnie Blue, man, she's that's you got to be pretty strong-willed, you know, like really you got to go somewhere else in your mind, I think, to be able to go through what she's gone through. Because now she's just in this mode of like, oh, I got to top myself.
And you like, do they have like things? How do you know the order of the man?
Yeah, so there's no order.
Lottery thing.
So I'll share my location. I say, hey boys, this is where I'm going to be. And then I'll give them a time, not a time, so I would say I'm going to be here from like 10 a.m. till 2 a.m. And then people just start turning up anytime they want. Maybe you'll sign up for the next one.
I would never be in that queue, bruv.
They'll be like,
Yeah, because you, I don't know if you are testing people in the time that they are queuing up. I mean, are you just going off of an honor system or something? Like, I don't get that.
like a waiting area downstairs.
We're gonna got tea and biscuits down there.
A little bit, yeah.
Refreshments. Big man ting, mad ting. Have you ever any like asylum seeker man, like they just came off the boats like straight away? They came from like somewhere, got off the boats.
To be honest, I wouldn't know.
She's definitely beaten off the boat, man.
Like, as long as they've got a passport and got documents, I don't really care where they've come
If they didn't
from.
have a passport, you still beat them.
No, they've got to have a passport.
Big man ting. The lights are on, but no one's home, bruv.
Shut up.
When they're like in the waiting rooms, are they chatting like, yo, bruv, what are you saying? Like, yeah, man, just got off my shift at Boots, bruv.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
you
everyone
on?
becomes really good friends because you're sometimes queuing for like 10 hours.
They become brethrens. They're like,
Friends, yeah.
for real, like lifelong friends. Like, yo, like,
Yeah, like they go get put in group chats, go on nights out, we go for curries together.
this is mad.
It's a safe space for them.
Have you ever had someone come in like they went for
That is really awkward, actually. Like, just imagine yourself. You're waiting in a queue, getting ready to, you know, see Bonnie Blue, you know, to have your little time and stuff. And you're just sitting there. She said for 10 hours. I mean, she said from 10 to 2. That's not 10 hours, but it's a long time that you are, you know, or maybe she did say, no, she said 10 from 2. That's not 10 hours, but that's gotta be really weird. That's really weird, man. Like, I can't even go there in my mind because it's so bizarre. You know, it's like, these are guys, I guess, that just don't care. They don't care, man. And they're just rolling their dice with their life. It could be me, man. Could be me.
the whole process. Like, came right there and they just came out, pulled out a Bible, like, yo, I'd like to let you know about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
No, people do tell me to find God a lot though.
She needs Jesus. Satan ting.
Who's that?
Like, what do you mean? How do you handle that? Do you just tell them like, yo, suck your mum, bruv? Like,
Oh no, I'm not bothered.
big man ting. You know, you gotta be careful. You know, you might get struck by a bolt of lightning, bruv. Let me.
I don't need God.
You know what, God? That's her saying that, innit? You get me? So I'm good
Yeah.
with my. As long as you know I'm good, God. Your thing is different.
Yeah, it's like, please God, give me more and more facials.
No facials here, bruv. Big man ting. Shout. What, do you believe in God?
No,
She's cancelled, bruv. You believe in the devil?
not the devil, no.
I feel like low-key got the Satanic Bible.
Really?
Have you ever heard of the Satanic Bible?
No. I'll take a look. What is that, just like a naughty Bible?
No, it's like the devil man them. That's what they read. I used to know a guy called John. He used to have the Satanic Bible.
Right, no. God, maybe I do need to find God. Then again, a gangbang in the church sounds better than finding God.
Jesus Christ, dude. I can't believe she said that. You know, and You know, that would be the logical next step after the public box of her bent over and anybody can walk up and get it. You know, it's just gonna be crazy locations, you know, children's hospital, petting zoo, you know, sheesh. That's crazy, man. In a church. That's wild.
Would you ever like do like a group thing, like 1,000 men from the EDL?
What's EDL? What does EDL mean?
Them Tommy Robinson, man.
Oh, yeah, of course I
That's
would.
right-wing willies. I got another thing, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
This is a mad idea, yeah? So you know about like, the war in Ukraine right now, yeah?
Yeah.
So listen to this, yeah? 500 Ukrainian man,
Yeah.
500 Russian man, and they just got to clot you for peace. That's a good idea, bruv. She could end the war, bruv. So like the last man standing, that's who we declare who wins. Would you do
What,
it?
like whoever doesn't finish? Or
Yeah.
like whoever lasts the longest?
Yeah.
That seems
That's
like a
when we
very
end the
good way
war.
to resolve it.
Big, would you do that?
100%.
This thing could bring world peace, bruv. Big man thing. Would you ever go to like a third world country and like start clotting people?
When I went to Fiji,
Big man
I think
thing.
that's a third world country.
Fiji.
Yeah, and I got deported.
She's just told me she's been deported.
Fiji. I didn't like the country anyway.
Why'd you get banned?
For 18-year-olds there.
Big man thing. Nancy behavior.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a Pacific Islands in that?
Middle of nowhere.
So what'd you do? You just dropped on the island like, yo, location, and they just started.
Yeah, started queuing up. I said,
Big-
hey, this is my hotel room. Like, this is where I am. Like, come fuck me.
Big man thing. This gal is attention seeking.
I love the attention. And then the Fiji government went on TV and was like, Bonnie Blue, well, they said Tia Billinger is banned from Fiji. And then they sent the police to come and get me out of the country.
The feds.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Pacific Islanders, bruv.
But the best thing about it is I got given deportation papers. I then did a gangbang with my deportation papers. And then when the paper got all mushy, a bit like paper mache, I stuffed the papers inside my.
I can't believe she just said that, bruv.
Jeez.
What's the Czechoslovakian?
I'm not very good on my geography, but
Dickhead. Czechoslovakian, you should go there, bruv. It's quite
Why?
strict, but like.
it's if it's strict, I'll probably get kicked out again.
But still, that's the vibes, though. That's what we're doing it for.
Yeah. I mean, if I get sent to prison,
Yeah.
I want to identify as a male, so I can do gangbangs all the time. Put me in a male prison any day.
So I heard this. I was reading online. Like,
She's like at a different level, man. Like she's probably into R-worded fantasies and all that stuff. I think just like regular vanilla is not good for her anymore. Like it has to be like crazy. There has to be pain. There has to be, yeah, all types of debauchery going on, foot in the face, all that stuff. And I just think, yeah, missionary is just not, that's not an option.
it's like some, you know that thing where there's rumors. I read somewhere that someone said that you're a man or used to be a man.
Yeah,
Is
I read that as
the
well.
truth?
Apparently my name was Tom.
This thing used to be a man, bruv. Big. So you actually heard about this?
Yeah.
I thought maybe that was the joke, innit? Like, and at the end, the big reveal comes across like, hey guys, I'm a man. Like, and then it's like,
No.
trans things. Would you do a thing like that? Like sleep with 1,000 trans mans?
Yeah, like, I don't have a problem with it.
That's mad extreme, bruv.
There's nothing I can't handle. Like, I will take anyone and everyone. Like, I'm not saying that's my preference. Would I date a trans person?
When you say anyone and everyone, yeah, what if they were like an ISIS? Like, how about if it's like, would you sleep with like Bin Laden, like fresh out of the ting, ISIS gal?
Thing is that everyone comes in with a blue
9/11.
ski mask. I wouldn't know. He wouldn't come in saying like, hey, I'm Bin Laden type of thing. Like,
But if you knew he was Bin Laden, would you be like, yo?
Probably not, mate.
Why not though? Like,
It's probably not the most sensible idea.
now you're not extreme.
He
no
did
more.
like the 9/11 stuff,
Yeah,
didn't he?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I do really like them documentaries, but probably shouldn't have
But
happened.
like for the iconicness of it, like, would you be like, yo, I clotted Bin Laden, and
Oh, I
what you
made
man
Bin
saying?
Laden blow.
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm
it'd be
saying.
quite a good headline, wouldn't it? That would be a great headline. I'd buy his off.
Fair enough, bruv. Big. See that? Now you're thinking out of the box.
Yeah.
I love that. This gal has beaten terrorists, bruv. Bin Laden gal.
I don't think this guy knows that Bin Laden is dead.
What is your favorite thing about me?
You seem pretty chilled. You don't seem judgmental. I like how he's not judgy.
No, I'm not, you know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I like to hear mad stuff.
We're a perfect match.
Even though you cuss Jesus in that, yeah, that's mad. But that's your life, innit? You
Yeah.
get me? That's your thing. One day, like,
You
be
see, you
safe
don't think
out
how
on the
lives
roads.
could cross and become one.
I don't think we'd
Yeah.
ever meet each other in like any capacity. I'm not gonna lie. I would never see this gal in my life.
So where do you hang out? Like, what do you do?
In my yard, I just avoid people.
Yard? Does that mean house? Yard?
Yeah,
oh,
chill
your
out my yard,
house.
tell the girl to come round, you get me, do my thing.
Oh, maybe you can invite me over.
I don't know, man. Hell no.
I literally want him to suffocate me.
Nah, you might just be there and be like, yo, 1,000 men show up at this location, bruv. Now I got all seedy characters coming to my yard, bruv, where their willies out. It's not looking good,
Would you have
bruv.
a big family?
Nah.
Oh,
I don't
maybe
really chat
would
to
actually.
people like that, you get me? Yeah, you can't really sleep with my dad, like, he passed away in it, so like.
I could put his ashes into a dildo.
Could do. He would like that, that's the way my dad's a bad man, like, you kind of want to go like that.
Yeah. Can't take his dad because he's dead, so I'm going to put his ashes in a dildo instead.
That's wild, man. Oh man, it's like that's the level of like you just had all types of crazy experiences that it's just you can't go back, man. You can only go forward, and it has to be more and more extreme every time.
Can't believe she just said that, bruv. This girl has no limits, bruv.
What about your granddad or his?
No, I don't even know him like that, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, maybe I'll sit with his granddad.
She's trying it.
Maybe I couldn't get to know him, and then if he's worthwhile, I could pass him.
I'm not against it, you get me?
Yeah.
Like, that's a good way to like send him up. The man like, bruv, so.
He's flirting with me. I had a guy recently, actually. He was like so energetic, like so excited. And like during the gangbang, he's like, I really want you to open up your eyelids. He's like, I want to rub my dick along your eyeball.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Don't do that. You can get pink eye like that.
I had pink eye anyway. I always have pink eye.
She's mad honest, bruv. What is pink eye though? I thought that was when people like fart
Like
in
people
your
like
eyeball.
chomp in your eye. Yeah, I mean, my eyes were red because he just had like so much coming. Like I couldn't see. I was actually a bit concerned I was going to go blind.
That's what I was about to say, like you can't be, like you need your eyes, babes. Like you get me, you gotta see the willies.
I mean, if not, I just have to wear sunglasses like you.
Yes, bruv. Big man, see, you could do, that could be your thing, you know. Like
What,
you could play
sunglasses?
homage to me, like you could forget the shades and be like, big man, shout out to Castillo,
Like
single out now on all digital platforms.
That's true. Like the next day, my eyes looked pregnant.
I actually have something against people that wear sunglasses indoors. I just think it looks very douchey, and it's another reason why I'm not really a fan of Fresh, man, because he likes to wear sunglasses indoors. He thinks he's cool. He thinks he's adding mystery, whatever, when really you just look like a big douche.
Yo.
Like they were so swollen, but I actually quite like it.
Okay, you kind of like the painful element.
Like the next day, I love waking up and seeing how bruised I am and how like sore I feel.
What the bruv? So I got to see this though. Are you single?
I'm single. I am single.
When was your last relationship?
I sort of split up with my ex probably like a year and a half ago, but
Why did you split up?
just grew apart. Like we were together
Telling
from...
the truth, it was the 1,000 willies, and it was like, yo, babe, I can't do this, you know. I can't cope.
No, he's super supportive, but
Waste, man.
we were together from the age of 14.
14, damn. And like, so at what point did you like, yo, babes, I want to like do this thing?
About 2 years ago. He told me to do it.
Did he want to break up though, like low key? He was like, yo, babes, you know, you should fuck 1,000 men, you know.
Now, obviously, when I first started OnlyFans, it wasn't a, oh my God, day one, I want to fuck 1,000 people. Like, I built up to that.
Baby steps, baby steps. What was like the GCSEs of your thing, like getting into the...
It doesn't really make sense to me, like men that date girls that want to get into OnlyFans or to do any type of sex work and be okay with it. It's like he's really not into you like that, you know, not in a permanence way. He's just like, oh, I can use this girl to make a lot of money, you know? So when I hear that, I'm just like, yeah, there's no way that this relationship is sustainable because the guy is willing to share you with the world.
I started off with like an event called Schoolies in Australia.
Schoolies?
Yeah, so like, you know how we have freshers when we go
Freshers,
to
yeah.
university?
Yeah.
In Australia, it's called Schoolies. And I was like, you know what? I want to fuck so many 18-year-olds. It
Got
was
you,
like,
man. She's a nonce, bruv.
this is a good date. Schoolgirls are really hot. And I was like, but
I
so
don't
are
know.
schoolboys.
Go on, that's your opinion. That's just, we don't
Oh, you
share
don't-
this. No.
No?
This conversation has gotten mad noncy, bruv.
18's legal. I don't know what his problem is.
No, I like I kind of like older things still. And I like.
Well, apparently I'm 45, so maybe
I kind of like
think.
45-year-old things, like older things. You
Yeah,
get me?
so
Like
maybe.
they've lived.
So I've ticked off the age of being 45. I just need to put on loads of weight and get loads of
Yeah.
tattoos.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Like looking at you now, you're very pretty. You get me? Like you're like premium white woman. Yeah. So it's quite good, right?
Keep going.
We can take it into the next level when you become
Right.
like on the chubby white women thing. Now you're on
Okay.
the porg category.
Okay.
PAWG.
My arse is quite juicy though, so
Yeah, but like imagine that with like 5 extra stones with some cellulite on it.
I don't really like fat people sometimes.
They don't have fat people.
Not always.
How
no.
come? Like you body shaming? No body shaming.
No, like
bro.
I don't body shame, but like just preference, bit of a
So
stress on
not
the
fat.
NHS.
You're not into the fat men, like.
No, I don't mind like any size, but like my preference would be someone that is a bit more active. I don't judge, but I hate fat people.
So let me ask you this random. Would you ever get married?
I'm already married at the moment.
What, to marry to the Game Boy, married to the Willy? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm going through a divorce at the moment.
She's married, bruv. Waste man.
I am married, but that doesn't stop me.
Big man's hit.
That's crazy, man. Like, I feel sorry for the guy that's married to Bonnie Blue, or at least, you know, finally realized what he had, and he's like, dude, I got to get out of this. And yeah, that's not good, man. I don't understand how a man can get to that stage of his life. He's just like, yeah, I'm married to Bonnie Blue, and I'm picking her up after she's done at the hotel with all those guys. You know, it's gonna be an all-day thing. So
I was married to my ex.
He was married to him? Big man. I'm not gonna be trying to get bare of your money right now. Is he trying to get all your P's?
No, we're doing it quite reasonable.
Okay, because I was thinking he's trying to be sneaky. Like, I own the IP to the 1,000 Willies, bruv. Like, I need to get that, my bread.
I'm not sure about that.
So it's like, does that bother you, or is that cool, like the divorce thing?
No, like obviously it's hard. Like anyone going through a divorce, it's stressful and you don't really know where to start.
Do you
Especially at the age of 25.
You're 25?
25.
Chatting shit, bruv. Got a whole world ahead of you, you get me?
Exactly.
Like, what's
so many more to take.
That's what I'm about to say. What's your 5-year plan in the thing?
My 5-year plan is a lot of. The one thing I can say, it will be a lot and a lot of, like miles worth of.
Miles worth. So then, if you was to give a number, how many Willies have you like in your life?
I'm getting close to 2,000.
You're getting close to 1,000.
2,000.
2,000, bruv. What's your goal though? Like what's levels to you? Like, yo, I'm gonna be in the Guinness Book of World Records when I hit this number.
I think like 10,000. Imagine getting a number of 10,000. Now that'd be something my daddy would be very proud.
This thing is.
it just seems like she has a death wish. Okay, she doesn't value her life like that, and it seems like, okay, like the more I think you have like just endless like sex and stuff, the less meaning it has to you, unless it just becomes like work. It becomes just like, it's just exercise at this point. It doesn't mean anything. There's no like what's the word, like soul transfer. It's just like, it's just what it is. It's like, you know, you taking a piss, whatever. It's like, I think that like for a woman, it's like, you know, they always express that it's like a soul exchange and stuff, but when they have it like so much on such a like a frequent thing, it's like, it's got to drain their soul, man. Like to a point where she just, I don't know, I guess she just revels in the not having a soul now, you know? It's just weird. It's like, yeah, she can't sustain a relationship because she just, I don't think anybody would accept that. And then for her, she's not going to stop doing what she wants to do. So it's like she's just in this like endless loop of like just fucking. It just seems like she's never she's yeah. I don't know, man. She's doomed, bro.
It's tact, bruv. It's giving mental health, bruv. Big man thing, and that to you will be like the personal.
Like imagine me going to my dad. I mean, probably be dead by the time I hit 10,000.
Yeah.
But like saying, like going to his grave, saying like, "Daddy, I hit 10,000 bodies."
That is mad, bruv.
10,000 willies.
Big man.
I can't imagine my daughter saying anything like that to me, and me, that would probably kill me if I heard that. To be completely honest with you. Oh yeah, shout out to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. Just that for some reason that reminded me of that. But yeah, like I couldn't imagine hearing that from my own daughter, that, you know, she's up there, man. She's have 10,000 bodies, whatever, and not a prospect in sight. Like that would be the end of me if I heard that.
What do you think? Do you think he'll be turning in the grave, or do you think like he'll be like, yeah, babes?
He'd be like, yeah, go on, girl.
Big man. Was he quite a liberal man? That's not an achievement, bro. So like, do you think he'll be like, yeah, babes, salute to my daughter.
Well, he's supportive now, so there's no reason why he won't be when I get 10,000.
What was his reaction when you first told him this, though? Like,
Coke Benny says, "Happy Father's Day, Camp." Thank you, Coke Benny. I appreciate that, man. I was I just realized it was Father's Day, like after she was talking about going to her dead father's grave and telling him that she reached 10,000 bodies. I was just like, that's wild. It just made me think about my own daughter, and then I was like, oh yeah, it's Father's Day. Shit. Thank you, Coke Benny. I appreciate it, man.
Dan, I want to get into this.
I didn't tell him. He got a leaked video.
Damn.
Yeah. Shout out to my dad.
What kind of work did he do?
He used to work on like the train tracks.
And now his daughter's getting railed. That's
Together.
a dangerous game, you know, you get me? Because he could have seen that and it could have gone the other way, bruv. He might have wanted to jump on the train tracks.
Possibly.
Her dad's a waste man, bruv. Shout out to National Rail, bruv.
My dad does support, but no, he's super supportive. He's like any other dad. He wants me to be happy and he sees how happy I am.
Do you like break him up with some change though, like get him a present?
Well, I've retired my whole family, so
Big
I'd say
man
that's
ting.
nice.
I like that. See, it's a catch. See, you gotta be happy, man. You get me? On one hand, it
Exactly.
could be like, yo, it's 1,000 willies, but on the flip side, paid off the mortgage, bruv.
I'm rich, who cares? They say money can't buy happiness. One, it can, but second of all, like, me earning so much money has brought time for my family, so now we get to see each other a lot more.
So like you would say you have a deeper purpose, like it's more than just you doing this for you. You like,
Oh, I take it so deep. It's really deep. Super deep.
would you like do philanthropy in that?
What's that?
Like, so basically, you see the money you're getting from all of this. Would you go and like and invest in Africa and that?
No, probably not Africa.
How come you don't like black people? It's all downhill from here, bruv.
No, I don't. I take a lot of black people. I've probably got more black DNA in me than you.
You probably know way more black people than I do, bruv.
Yeah,
You get
like,
me?
I've got more black DNA than he has.
That's wild.
Right.
That's like what a statement to make, man. That's crazy. Coco says not only is she getting railed, she's also having trains ran in her. Oh man, dude. And you know what? I think it's getting to a point too where she's getting bored of just the organization of it. So now she's like, I just want to put myself in a box and just let anybody go up to it all day in a 24-hour period and just see what happens. That's the newest thing that she's promoting now. And that's actually what got her banned off of OnlyFans. So I think it's still being organized. I think she's like, yeah, we're still going forward with it. It's just we're gonna have to find another way to film it or find another way to present it. Cook said that her dad must be proud. Dude, it's crazy that her dad supports it in any way. I think she might be talking out of her ass because I don't know, man. I don't think any dad really wants to know that his daughter is just being passed around like a blunt, dude. A soggy, wet blunt. I don't know any dad would be proud of that.
So like you're like the United Nations of like the thing.
Possibly.
United Nations, gal. You ever had a Lithuanian wedding?
Does that mean a little one?
Lithuanian, like the Lithuanian people.
What's
I've got
a
a lot of
Lithuanian
Lithuanian
person?
fans. And Romanians.
Exo Charles, welcome to the stream, sir. How are you, man? Yeah, dude. It's good to see you, man. Zerka is back. Zerka is back on Fresh and Fit. Where is, I guess my only thing to say to that is, where is HS Tiki Taki? Is he gonna get his rematch? Has enough time passed, you know, where we can talk about that, and Zerka won't like duck the fight, because yeah, he got that's still sticking out in my brain about how that whole fight went down. Zerka showed up with like fighting gloves and everything, and he just got laid out. Shit rolled out in traffic and everything, dude. That was funny. But I did catch an image. I think I saw Zerka was on Fresh and Fit, but there was no Fresh. It was like I think he was on there without Fresh being there, and I was like, I think that's like pretty much the only way he would decide to come on, because him and Fresh, I don't know if they squashed their beef. I know Myron probably told him like, hey, you know, we guys need to build a bridge or something like that. We shouldn't be infighting, because I'm pretty sure that's what he said. And yeah, they probably just, Fresh was like, yeah, I got something else to do. I got some better stuff to do. So let's see. Exo Charles says, have you reacted to HS and Zerka's fight? It was hilarious. I don't know if I think I might have. I mean, that's what I'm referring to. Like he basically, he rolled. I think I did. I think I did. I think I had it on like a past stream. Yeah, I do remember. Yeah, and it was funny because yeah, he got laid out, bro. He got laid out. He started the fight, and yeah, it was pretty bad, dude. He was on the ground so easily, and I think HS Tiki Taki was wearing like a silk shirt. Like he wasn't ready to fight at all, man. He was just chilling out with his girl and stuff, and he's like, yo, man, if you want to step to it, let's do it. Coke Penny said, when did this happen? You don't remember? This happened a while ago, dude. Sheesh, man. let me see if I can pull it up. I think let's see. David, what's up? What's up, dude? Hey, Camp. Good to see you, David. Dude, it's like 2:20, man. You guys are rolling in, man. I appreciate you coming out, man. Where was that video? Let's go out of the. I think I'm in. Okay. HS Tiki Taki and then Zerka. I think you just type in Zerka, it will show up. Sante. Zerka. Yeah, this is it. 6 minutes.
Suck.
Yeah, see, that was back when they were both collaborating. Fuck, dude. I think, you know what I think? I think this was on my video of the Three Stooges, where it was Zerka, Fresh, and that guy that was just on camera. This guy, I don't remember his name. I haven't seen anything with him in a while. I forgot his name, but he was the third Stooge, and yeah, I think I reacted to it.
Suck.
Hey guys, we're going to the golf course.
Coke Pay says we still never finished Sonic's video, bro. I mean, we pretty much got the whole thing. You know, he likes ads. He likes watching ads, and that's him, dude. He likes watching. He likes watching those emotional ads that pull at the heartstrings, and he likes doing the surveys. Okay, and I completely 100% disagree with that. Ad block for days, man, and it's just the way to go. Yeah, see, there he goes. He's got the highlighter shorts and the MMA gloves. And HS Tiki Taki is sitting on a patio restaurant, whatever, with his girl. I think he's also streaming as well, because I think they showed his video from his perspective, but this is just Zerka's perspective.
Oh man, this is actually happening. We're already here.
I think Zerka throws something at him too at the table. I don't know if it was like a glass or something, but he throws something at the table.
Yeah, there he is. Sorry, straight ahead, to the left, straight ahead. Yep.
Wait, get closer.
There he is. He's on the rush. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, boy. This guy.
Let's go. Get it. Come here. Come here. Fuck you mean camera down. You came in to hunt me. Fuck you mean camera down. I'll fuck the shit. I'm coming down. What do you mean camera down? Huh? You came in for this. Who the fuck you hunting? Who you hunting? Huh? Get the fuck out.
So he's talking really tough right now. And yeah, Exo Charles, Zerka is 6'5" and has a lot of muscle. He used to be a bouncer at a nightclub, whatever. He's bounced a lot of people out. So this should be a wash, right? This should be no problem for him. Let's see how it turns out. Cook Benny, I'm really surprised if you haven't seen this, dude. Like, this is old, this is ancient history, bro.
Down and let's go around the corner now. Let's stop playing games. You want to freeze? So freeze. So tell them you're freezing. Hey, tell them you're freezing. I give you the first hit. I give you the first hit. Let's go.
Listen, bitch. Put the camera down. Put the camera.
Hey,
buddy, not in here.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Get the fuck out and finish the job. Don't finish the job, bro. Look at you frozen.
Put the camera down and let's run it now. Let's run it now.
Tell the world watching. Tell the world. Tell the world you're not coming. He came from the UK to hunt me down and beat me up. So do it then, pal.
Listen.
I one-shot you, pal. I one-shot you. I one-shot you. Why camera down? Why camera? Why camera?
This is pushing shit.
Hey, chill, boys. Hey, chill.
You can sue me, your boys.
All right, so Zerka got a cheap shot in, whatever. They did like the little arm lock thing, and he got a nice little punch in first. But now the fight is underway, and let's see how quickly Zerka goes down. Hold on, let's rewind it a little bit. So Zerka lost that one clearly, okay. But I mean, it was the level-headed mind of HS Tiki Taki, him being from London, Zerka being from Albania, that yeah, if they get arrested, they could be deported, you know? So like they need to be smart, and if they want to actually set up a boxing match, they need to do it, have it sanctioned and all that stuff. Don't be doing this street brawling shit, because yeah, they could get both deported.
My God.
Coke Betty says, I can't believe I missed that one. Bro, yeah, man. And you know what? I just to prove it to you, I want to see. Let's go back. Because I want to at least skim through and see if I have that on my my channel. 1 second, because I know I watched that. Yeah, it was a Three Stooges one, and Heel Mike. That was the maybe I didn't talk about it. Maybe this was just something that was going on. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Maybe. Hold on. Was that it? Oh no. Oh no, that wasn't it. No. You know what? Maybe I didn't talk about it. I could have sworn I talked about it in this video. Hold on. No, I guess not. Oh wait. No, that was more fresh and against Zerka and Heel Mike. I thought. Oops, hold on. I could have sworn. I guess I thought I talked about him. I guess not. Damn. I don't know where I saw. I think I saw it in and where was it? Maybe it was in Length or Girth, maybe? Possibly. I remember he tried to punk Myron IRL as well. Did Myron defend Zerka and he said he won the fight? I know Myron did kind of, he said something about it. What did he say? I don't know. It was one of my earlier videos, dude, and I was talking about it that. Sneeko, Fresh and Fit band. Was it in the week of idiocy? No. Fuck, man. That's going back. I mean, that's like 7 months ago. Yeah, I think that was. I don't know, man. I don't know when I saw it, but it was definitely on Length or Girth when I saw it. Let's go back. Yeah, but I do remember HS Tiki Taki basically like I think Fresh saw him on the road. Like I think Fresh was like in his car and he saw him like cross the street or something like that. And Fresh wanted him to come on the podcast. And then I think Myron was like talking trash or whatever about HS Tiki Taki. And I guess that trash got back to him. So then yeah, he was just like, I guess he wanted to challenge Myron. So yeah, that's what happened. But yeah, dude, that was basically the whole thing with not Fresh, but Zerka. And now I guess he's back on. He was doing an episode of Fresh and Fit, and I was like, yeah, dude, where's HS Tiki Talkie, man? Like, he was offline for a while after that happened, and it was funny because hold on, let me go into length or girth. If I search length or girth and I search in Zerka HS Tiki Talkie, let's see what happens. Wow, that was from a year ago. Wait, video of HS Tiki Talkie versus Zerka. This is from 2 years ago. Yeah, so that was 2 years ago. Damn. Yeah. That's where I saw this. Okay, so it wasn't 7 months ago. It was like 2 years ago when that happened. Holy shit. So yeah, there you go. That was a long fucking time ago. Yeah, so I mean, going back in the history, man, time definitely flies. Sheesh. Let's go back here. Talking about Zerka. Hold on. Let's talk about Myron HS Tiki Talkie. Maybe somebody talks about it here. Tiki Toki. Yeah, Zerka definitely got smoked on that one, dude. Messes with gangster and gets robbed. That was from 2 years ago too. Not. I don't know if anybody clipped anything from what Myron said. I don't know. Yeah, XO Charles, it feels like it was from a year ago. It really does feel like it was yesterday, brother. For it to be 2 years ago, it's like, damn, dude, shit's really flying by fast now. That's Zerka ruined his career with a single clip. Absolutely, dude. He used to talk really big, saying, "Oh, I'll beat your ass." And I remember this was coming around the time. I don't remember who Zerka had challenged to a fight. Maybe it was HS Tiki Talkie. But I remember who did Zerka do the boxing match, or he did a boxing match challenge to somebody, and he has video of him boxing someone. Oh, I think it was Saint the Sinner. And what was it? Zerka boxing challenge. I think it was Saint the Sinner. Let's check that. This one right here. Marquette Assassin, 180 pounds, challenged Zerka, 250 pounds to a boxing fight.
It was brought to my attention that you had brought my name up. And this happens all the time. I'm your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. But I see that you're giving out fades. I usually don't do this, but for you, I make one exception, so I'll never do this again. But over the next 30 days, I'm willing to fly from Asia back to the States just to mollywop you one good time, you dig? So check out the details of my offer. You can find it on my YouTube channel, The Saint and the Sinner, on the community tab. We can fight at light heavyweight, and if you're scared to do that, we can fight at whatever weight you walk around at. We'll show everybody who's soft and who's really not.
Unfortunately, that fight never happened. That was just something that happened. And then, I love this. Never forget when he came to Romania to visit the Tates and he got left at the door with a box of chocolates. Did he ever explain that? Oh man. This was back when Marquette Devon Burton was like, he was clout chasing, and Zerka, he was making his podcast run and stuff like that, and yeah, it was messed up. It was really funny. What was it? Looks like Zerka is looking for beef with Saint the Sinner. I think this might be it. Hold on.
hers when the transsexual walks in the bar, and in front of the entire bar, she walks in.
Okay, hold on. Zerka said, this dude is reaching for anything to hate on Andrew Tate for no reason. Of course you can call a trans person in the story a she. The trans part already reveals to the listener that it's a man. Then, well, he said the she. The she part makes us visualize the dress and makeup on him. If you want something, show more. Okay, well, I don't know if he refers to him.
I'm done with Tate starting now. Did he just say she? Did he just referring to a man cross-dressing and say she?
Yes.
I see. He has made a mockery of religion. This is one of the reasons that I do not follow Islam, because of the followers. I don't follow Islam because...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it got taken down. I'm just trying to find the thing where Myron was talking about, or what was it, Myron? Hold on. Did Marquette Saint Center fight someone when he was in Miami? At 3620, Myron and Fresh say that he backs up his words with fists. I know one. I don't think that was it. Damn. It was, okay, what I'm thinking about was Zerka did a boxing match, did a boxing challenge. Maybe if I just remove Saint in the Center, it might show the video. This one, where this video was going everywhere. I guess where he was dominating Prime or something.
Come on, guys. 10 seconds. Come on, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Come on. Fight, come on. Wait. No.
Man. That guy's kind of skinny, man. I don't know if that's like, he's definitely punching above his weight class. He just, haha, you Zerka dick riders are a special kind of retard. Same people would try to distance themselves from this clown, but if you retards double down and post clips of his pitiful performance against a guy who is 100 pounds lighter and has zero fighting experience. Yeah, I mean, it didn't really look like that guy knew what he was doing that was in the ring with Zerka. Oh, man. What? John Anthony Lifestyle challenged Zerka to a fight? When? When did that happen? That's... Okay, well, that's a screenshot. That's from 2 years ago as well. Interesting. Zerka boxed for Aiden Ross? I guess he did back when he was back on Kick. FNF Op calls out Zerka to a boxing match after winning his match knockout.
Coming for fucking every single influencer in this scene. Jake Paul can get smoked. Zerka can get smoked. Everyone can get fucking smoked.
That was obviously a great first performance for you. Do you feel like you're getting better and you're just getting started in this space?
Big up to my coach, Isaiah. Come over here, bro. This guy's trained me for fucking 5 days in Marbella, yeah?
Okay. So I guess that was the clip that started the whole beef and what got Zerka to come down and get his ass beat in the street. Ruin his whole career. That one I didn't see. So that was some good education right there. Let's see. Based John Zerka response to Fresh and Fit Rolo and Destiny debate? No, that's not. Why is this so low? Holy shit.
Here's the difference from my channel and every single dating channel. And I'm not doing that thing where it's like, I'm better. I don't think I'm better. Statistics, these guys who have statistics, I think they're way more useful than me. Like grabbing their books and reading. I like statistics. But I've noticed a trend in red pill, blue pill people. They're kind of the same to me because have you noticed they always say something politically correct? It's just the percentage is different. Destiny will say something 100% politically correct, and Mike Sorrentino, what's that guy's name? He'll say it 50%. And Myron Gaines will say it 20%. And Jordan Peterson will say it 70%. And there is no there's no true
This is like
political correctness.
Sorry.
Men,
This is like a coked out rant right here. What the hell is this? Yeah, dude needs to get on FNF ASAP. He's hilarious, based as hell. Straight up comedian. Yeah, I don't know, man. I never really got the humor of John Zerka, but I don't know if the fight was ever. If the fight is what I was really mainly concerned about, and it seemed like the fight never actually happened, like the official fight. Said Myron is motivated with comments. He's not as wild as Zerka. No. Let's see. What was it? Myron defends Zerka, maybe? Maybe it would be there. I don't know. Why does Myron defend Diddy? Can someone tell me why? Tell me where John Zerka is? This guy who influenced Myron to go on that racist tirade? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I saw that video. Myron saying gay men give better head is satire, and he stole that line from Zerka? What? Hold on.
To be together.
Don't women
and that's
suck,
really sad.
Don't women suck at
because
everything?
people like Zerka are saying, "Oh, women are shit."
What is something women are better?
Sorry about the audio on that. I left it at 600 because that last Zerka clip was super fucking low. Let's keep it at 300. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry if I blew out your eardrums.
To be together.
Don't women
and that's
suck,
really sad.
Don't women suck at
because
everything?
people like Zerka are saying, "Oh, women are shit."
What is something women are better at than men?
Cooking, having empathy.
No. Did you hear her answer? Cooking, right? Cooking. Let's go to cooking.
No, the best chefs in the world are men.
Gordon Ramsay is the best chef in the world. Women suck at cooking.
Okay, hold on. Let's hear the answers. Your answer was what?
Having
She
empathy.
says empathy.
So even though you're
that's not
saying
true. Gay
ridiculous
people
stuff,
have more empathy.
Okay, by the way, Diane actually had a great answer. What was it?
Ooh. What did you
Don't
say?
say sucking dick. Gay men do it better.
My God. Oh, how you know?
No, I've done the research. They like to bring the F slur out of me.
John, you're cheating on me, bro? What the hell is happening right now, guys?
I'd rather be gay than attracted to modern day women.
Okay, I mean, way to lean into it, dude. I don't know. I think it was still Myron that said that before Zerka, and Zerka just kind of went into it because he likes to repeat what other people say. So Myron saying gay men give better head is satire. He stole it from the line from Zerka. L joke. No, dude. He said that because he truly believes in it. Myron says he didn't know about the Zerka Association until a couple hours ago. Oh,
you
yeah.
guys keep asking me about the Zerka situation. Guys, I don't know all the facts. I don't know everything that's going on. So I'm obviously not going to make too many comments about it. And that's really it, because I don't really know everything. So since I don't know everything, I can't really comment on it right now. So it just came to my attention a few hours ago, like right before I went live. Obviously, you guys know I try not to be involved in a bunch of drama. I didn't even know Zerka was in Miami until recently. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was his response to the Zerka fight. I don't know if there was anything else that I saw about Zerka. Yeah, I don't know. There was something that Myron said about Zerka in terms of like the HS Tiki Taki fight, but I guess I don't know. Maybe he got it taken down, possibly. Because anything that has to do with Myron, like saying something about other people, whatever, it never lasts for some reason. Bradley Martin have a roid rage moment with Zerka? What? When did that happen? 2 years ago?
Here, hold on. Hold on. No, don't run. Hold on, listen. Now we get the view.
Hold on, listen.
Listen to what Bradley just said.
Hey,
go ahead.
Shut the fuck up. Listen to what I'm saying.
Why are you getting mad?
Because I'm talking to you right now. Listen. Someone asked me in chat. I was on live, and they said,
Shut the fuck up. Damn, dude. Yeah, Bradley Martin, I mean, he's definitely on some type of gear or something, dude, because he, like, you guys remember when Bradley Martin slapped the shit out of that one kid that stole his hat? And Oh, I know you guys got to remember that shit. That shit was so fucking great. The slap was amazing. Slaps kid. Yeah, for taking his hat. This is fucking awesome.
My fucking hat.
Damn, actually? Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't know that was bad.
Dude, I love it, dude. Oh man, that kid, you know what? It was like, it's just a prank, man. It's just a prank. What is this? People really hate Walter. I gotta see what this is all about. I don't know if I've even seen this.
All right. I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow for the debate. We're going to start 7 or 8 p.m., something like that. Raid that shit, ninjas.
Yo, Myron raided the stream. What's up, Myron? We love the GOAT. All my niggas Nazis. Me and my black friend, Myron and Ye. No, we love Myron. Thank you very much, buddy. Myron raided the stream. Shout out Fit. I'm not going to shout out Fresh and Fit. I'm going to shout out Fit. I'm going to shout out Myron. We love you, bro. Good to hear from you, man.
Polished Roy for
My man, my nigga.
Holding it down in Miami.
Yes, thank you, Myron. Holding it down. Holding down the fort. I saw Fresh at the Cosmopolitan, actually. My buddy came up and said, yo, Fresh was at the bar. I said, who gives a shit? But he was there, I
Smiley
guess.
Shot sent 10.
Dude, Fresh, he just gets no respect, man, whatsoever, dude. And you know, I love to see it. I love to see people just shit on Fresh, dude. I don't know why that's so entertaining to me. Oh man, it's good shit. Is there anything else, man? Is there anything else that we can talk about? Because I probably got about 15 more minutes. And this has been amazing hanging out with you guys. Just going down memory lane, talking about Zerka and the HS Tiki-Taki fight. And, you know, these new television shows I got to watch now because off of Coke Benny's recommendation. Definitely going to be checking those out. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out the Breaking Bad video, make sure you check that out. I'm going to do more videos, more edited videos like that. So I appreciate you guys supporting. Is there anything else? Switch 2? Anything you guys want to talk about? What the hell? Yeah, dude. The whole shit. I don't know if I have anything else here to talk about. I did watch what's it called? I don't know if I mentioned this before, but we were talking about how the Switch console, or not the console, but the games and stuff, they're not going to have actual like physical carts on them. Some of them do, but not all of them do. I think the Mario Kart one does have a physical cart, but like most of these are just going to be like digital. So like you're not going to have physical media anymore, at least the way Nintendo is playing the game now. Like they want you to just download the game, and then once they turn down the servers, you don't have the game anymore, man. It's like that's just how things go. It's like you're forced to move on because you don't have the physical copy, you know, of the game. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. Cook May says, "Are you going to get a Switch 2?" No, not yet. I still have a lot of games for the original Switch that I still have not even played yet. And I told my daughter that once we beat the game, if we don't want to keep it, we can resell it. And once whatever money we get, because I think we have like 12 games, because a lot of them are like RPGs and Mario games and stuff like that. I was like, once we beat those games, if you get tired of playing them, I will sell them, and then we can use that money to buy the Switch 2. You know, and so that's what I told her. But I was like, but we have to play these games, and we got to beat these games, whatever, because I don't want to waste them, you know. And so she agreed to it, and you know, like it's been under a year. We've had the Switch for under a year, even though the console's been out for like a decade. We've only had ours for about a year, so it's yeah, I'm not like in any rush. Plus, I think I want to wait until they come out with the OLED version of the Switch 2, because I think right now it's just a normal LCD screen. I do like that the Joy-Cons are bigger. That means, you know, because I have big Xbox man hands, so at least I'll be able to hold that controller a little bit comfortable. But yeah, again, a lot of the games that I'm seeing, they're just all ports from older consoles, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good, dude. There's really nothing like, okay, I can play Zelda Ocarina of Time, you know? I played that on freaking, what is it, N64. Come on now. And then you got Cyberpunk, Hogwarts Legacy, Zelda. These are all games that are already out, man. And the only thing that looks awesome right now is Mario Kart World. And I'm good. Like, I'm good. Like, I can hold off. Like, third-party ports of these games. These okay, so these are gonna be like, how many times are they gonna release Red Dead Redemption 2, man? Come on, dude. Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 4. That's crazy, bro. What do you think of the Xbox handheld? Now, that's just basically the ROG Ally with Microsoft branding on it. It looks awesome. I mean, the ROG Ally looks awesome. It's basically like a little portable computer. I think that's a great product. The fact that it's, you know, Xbox branded, that means, you know, you're going to have, I guess more, they said it was like streamlining capability, meaning like if you have the console and you also have, you know, the handheld, and then you also have your PC, any game that you download, like say you download your game like on Windows PC, whatever, it's going to be on your Xbox Portable, which is, I think is really cool. Same thing with the Xbox system. So I like that. In terms of the games, I mean, I'm waiting to see like a cool game come out for it. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really a console player anymore, man. Like I've been straight on PC now, and I don't even really play games that much anymore. I just kind of just do my live streams, I research stuff, I do graphics, you know, and yeah, I think the 40-year-old gamer with kids and a wife, you're really gonna have to drop the gamer part, because I'm not like into the games like it used to be, you know, like I mean, I just don't have the time for it anymore. Not that I don't like playing games, I just don't have the time. Is it backwards compatible? If you're talking about the Switch 2, yes. The majority of the library is backwards compatible from what I understand. And I think my buddy, actually, he was telling me about there are going to be re-releases of games that were on the Switch 2, and you would have to just pay, if you pay for it digitally, it's like, I think maybe like $20, whatever, and you can upgrade it if you already own the copy of the one on the Switch, the first Switch. So that's pretty cool. You know, you don't have to pay full price for it. I did see something where I think somebody got, I think it was at Walmart, somebody got a copy of Mario Kart World for $59.99 because it was mislabeled. And not that it was put in the wrong spot, it was just mislabeled. I think somebody knew, basically, like put a whole stack of games and priced it at like normal prices. And because I think right now, I think it's supposed to be like $80 or something. And but then other places I'm seeing it for like a lot more. But yeah, somebody got it for like $59, whatever, and they were flexing the receipt and everything, and then people were like zooming in on the little sticker. They're like, was that just in the wrong place, wrong sticker? They're like, no, it said Mario Kart World for $59.99. I was like, dude, that's freaking awesome, man. And I mean, that game looks pretty cool, man. But I did see I don't know if I can find it. It was a really cool picture of a guy that had, was it Nintendo Switch? I think it was like a trunk full of Switch 2s. Where was it? I don't even think I saw that on Reddit. I think I saw it on Facebook, maybe. I don't know. Somebody had a trunk and it was like full of Switch 2s. Let me just go on Google. I bet I can find it in Google. Car trunk full of Switch 2s. See if I can find it. Yep, there it is. Boom. Look at this shit. Hold on. Is this guy a scalper? Slovenian game store owner hauls back 100 Nintendo Switch consoles in their car. Okay, wait, this went viral on the internet. Oh, I don't want to see this shit. Hold on. Photo of the car filled with 100 Switch 2 consoles went viral on the internet. While many users speculated the owner was a scalper, turns out it was not actually the case. The owner of the car was actually a Slovenian video game store owner that drove to Italy to acquire 100 Nintendo Switch 2 consoles at wholesale price to sell in their store, as the country doesn't seem to have any official Nintendo distributor there. It seems that this was the fastest way to get to for them to make sure they have stock to sell on release day. That's still crazy. Yeah, it did go it did go kind of viral, and I saw it on Facebook with like no context. So somebody was just like, "Dude, that's a fucking scalper." But then it makes more sense that it was a store owner that did it that way. Well, I'm glad we got to the bottom of that one. But yeah, that's crazy. This guy right here. They're making posts. It was on Facebook. This explains why Nintendo Switch 2s are sold out. So I actually took all the Switch 2s. Sorry. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah. See when you do a little bit of digging, you see what is what, and yeah. So I'm glad we know that it's not a scalper. Let me go back here. Yeah, so I guess that's it, guys. That's all I got for this week, man. As far as announcements, I am going to be working on another video to probably drop maybe either, if not by Tuesday, hopefully by Thursday, and you guys can check that out. And then we'll be back up here every Saturday for the next live stream. So again, I appreciate you guys hanging out. If there's nothing else to talk about, I will bid you guys a good evening. It's been nice hanging out, guys, and I look forward to it. I look forward to more videos, more content being put out, and also anybody that has subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Thank you so much. I'm gonna definitely do something special for all of my new subscribers, and also for the people that have put in time here. Why is this alarm going off? Come on now. All right. So yeah, I appreciate you guys coming out. You guys have a good evening. And this is Camp Hustle 1 out. Take care, you guys.